know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low.
Absolutely.
Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low.
Absolutely.
Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low.
We good? Hey, yo, what's happening, people? We're going to do this thing all over again. If it is time for Classic Conversations with JT and Low.
As a cop.
Back in the building as we have promised, but he didn't make it last week. But he's back this week. He's back in the building. Want y'all to be a part of this, man. 404-500-1605. As we are sitting here, I want you people to go ahead and hit those buttons over there. Hit those buttons. It's a heart. It's an arrow. That means you're going to be hitting. You're going to get emoticons up, or you're going to actually be sharing it to other people. Either way, when you do that, it's going to help our
algorithm
go straight up in the air. You dig? Need for you to do that because, again, we are the podcast that you can actually touch. We the podcast where you can actually come down and kick it. Y'all didn't hear this earlier. We were saying you can come down, but make sure that you come correct. We got a metal detector at the door, and if you do slide it through, got something else waiting on you. So come down here the right way, you dig? But if you want to come through, man, come through and talk about whatever you want to talk about. We'll rap about it. Let's get it out. Again, this is dialogue for the community. Yeah, I gave the phone number, Mike. Yeah, Low.
What up, though?
How was the week, bro?
So we're gonna try one more again.
What's up, Frank?
That's a lot of shit to repeat.
I know, man, and it's hard, bro.
Now you're just like, they died.
Man. And it's hard, man. You know what I mean? It's like that. Go on, man. You hate to have to repeat
and then
again.
You miss a part, and they already watched the part. They gonna say, "Hey, man, you forgot about."
Yeah. But anyway, man, our producer a while back always told us to start off the show with the somber news. So I got to start off with the somber news. But a lot of family be tuning in, man. So I want to make sure I addressed my cousin Trista. Her husband Herbert passed away Saturday. He was fighting. But it took a turn for the worse over the last few days. Stuff started just giving out in his body. So he passed away, man.
Sorry to hear that.
I appreciate it, man. We're very sad news. I said earlier, y'all, man, he's a good brother. This is a brother that really, 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 really loved his wife. You know what I mean? He was really a family guy. He ran the transportation and stuff over in Portsmouth, Virginia. So he was a lovable guy, man. Really good dude, really good brother, really good family man. He took her son in like his own from a baby and never looked back. It's one of these good brothers, man. You hate to see this. Right there. You hate to see these good ones. I'd say it jokingly, but I meant it. There's some that, if this happened, you'd be like, right. Probably best thing could have happened, but this is not the case. Yeah, I mean, it's a good brother. And then my JoJo's, y'all know my cousin JoJo, his sister's mom passed away this morning at 7:09, I think it was, 7:03. She gave us the notice that, her mom passed away. So, we've had some trial tribulations with the family I go through, but we'll fight through it, man. We have a praying family, come from a praying family. So, but condolences to my cousin, man. I really feel for Trista deep down. I mean, I really, really do. I really, really hate she has to go through this at a young age, but our prayers and thoughts are with her.
Yeah, prayers to the family on that for sure. Praying for comfort within the hearts of all of you. That's for real. Make sure to drop them prayers. But as I was saying earlier, we got to get on to them.
The good news, right?
Yeah, them little psychs.
Yeah.
Them little psychs. Did I some money scholarship? Something like that? Did I see something like that?
Yeah. Oh, Asa, man. Asa strikes again. Asa strikes again. Yeah, he got he had several different scholarship things he was in for. He already has a full ride to UGA. Then UGA gave him an additional thing with the food. They're paying for all of his, 3 meals and all that. The whole meal plan he got covered. But then in the Omegas, and let you know, hey man, I've had a couple of my Q friends like, now what y'all see? I like, look, I've been in since '89. It's all Greek to me at this point. You know what I mean? It's all Greek to me at this point. So, But shout out to the Omega Psi Phi fraternity, man. I give them props, bro. They put on a great program. They awarded 18 kids scholarships, $5,000 scholarships for each one of them. Then they had one who they call, it's a new program they did with that they did for their founder, who they said started school, with a 3.0, 2 point, he wasn't a great student, but he ended up becoming a great student. And so they got a student that, has the potential to be a great student, 3-point-something GPA, lower than all the other kids. All the other kids were 3.7 and up, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, but this kid going to Savannah State, and they gave him a full 4-year ride.
Oh shit!
Fraternity deal. So
Nice.
Yeah, I was.
Wow.
I was very
What the
impressed.
Sigma's gonna do?
That's I just try to cover that.
You glossed right over that part.
He brought it right back.
Hey, right back.
I would have thought you was a cute.
Hey, listen, that's why I said it's all Greek to me at this point. You know what I mean? I give props where props are due. Shout out to the Qs, you know what I mean? I appreciate them, you know what I mean? I shook all hands, still ripping them, but hey, man, shout out to them. I can't, what I'm gonna say? They put money in my son's hand. Hey, man, so. But yeah, man, it's like the second or third one he's won, man. All this money, all the scholarship money he's won thus far because of his ride, you know what I mean? It's all going
That's in his pocket.
Man, I tell
That's
you
dope.
what, boy.
That's dope, man. Congratulations again to you.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
And wifey, for real. That to the whole family, man. Because like I said, I met the family, and y'all are totally into the educational side of things, pushing and pushing without pushing is what I see within this family.
You had that level of intelligence.
Seriously,
That push is there, but
I see pushing.
smart for real.
I see pushing without the push. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of the ones,
Ace is a little different.
Y'all loan the sperm in the egg, he did the rest.
You getting it?
That kid's smart from day one.
And Ascocop is back. What up, bro? How things going, man?
Things going good, man. Things going good.
Good to have
Somebody
you
said
back.
since '89. My goodness, I think. Hey, listen. Sometimes we say things about a year and be like, she says '89. My goodness, that like that one thing when Joker said I'm so. The Joker was like,
Damn. Howdy. Damn. Yeah. So things going well and everything, bro.
Everything's going. Business is good. Chilling. Getting ready to go back across the water.
Fishing.
Yes, fishing.
Understood. That
boy.
project you was working on and everything, moving.
Oh, that's sex. I'm gonna be announcing some on that pretty soon.
Okay.
When they get
All right.
Well, you start seeing it on social media.
Okay. All right.
Good
Good
deal.
deal.
forward
Too
to
free.
it.
What's up?
What's happening, brother? Good to have you back, man.
Yeah, thanks to be back.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. How was your week, man? Everything good? You ain't beat nobody up? You ain't cursed
I went
nobody
to
out?
Arizona for a few days.
Really?
Man, that was hot.
My
hot.
my wife's, I guess like her sister, adopted sister or best friend, her daughter did a book signing at Barnes and Nobles.
Okay.
She's 6.
What?
Yep. Sold a few hundred books.
Really? Oh, that's dope.
Oh, that's the story we need to hear about, bro.
Yeah.
That was
What was the book?
really.
Why you have a copy of it?
I got 2 or 3.
It should be on the thing, man.
I should have brought
brought
it.
it.
Yeah, that's what should have been brought in, bro.
Signed copies.
6 years
it's
old.
about-
That's dope.
Yep, her first book. She's working on her second one now.
Really?
Crazy.
What's the name of it?
Seven's Jungle Adventure.
That's dope.
Wrote by herself too. Like
Really?
wrote it, edited, wrote it, edited, wrote it, edited, wrote it, edited.
Good stuff.
That's right on
And then
time.
hired a graphic person to do the graphics.
Mhm.
Yeah, she sold about 50, 60 books at Barnes & Noble's, probably the same amount on Amazon. But yeah, it was inspiring.
That's
man.
super dope.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
Who
make
you represent
sure.
on your shirt tonight?
Harriet Tubman, man.
Okay.
Trying to get him to Freedom Land. I sent you a text too, Lo.
When,
You
just
got
now?
the somber nose.
Today?
Yeah, just now.
Oh.
Oh, just now. Okay.
I saw you text say you was on the way. That's what I told them.
Oh.
You said something before that.
Hey, man, make sure that you, let the fam know, bro.
Okay.
That's fire right
Yeah,
there.
it was.
6
It
years
was,
old, writing her own book, sold a few
Signed
hundred
an
copies.
autograph and was reading it she read 3 times at the Barnes & Noble's at the mall.
Oh, that's sweet, man.
Mm-hmm. Waiting
At
on
the
part
Barnes
2.
and Nobles too. That's fire. That's fire, bro. That's It's pretty cool right there, man. It's pretty cool right there, bro. So let's jump into some quick.
Hold on, real quick, man. Brother Nash just hit me. I got your message, brother. Let me do this real quick so I don't forget. I want to shout out to Coach Nash and Renegades girls, the flag football team. Man, they went out there at this tournament out at what was that, Woodstock? Yeah, Woodstock. I had to shoot straight from Asa ceremony to go right out there, and Nash had to hold it down on his own for the first couple games, man. But shout out though, man. They got some real good thing going on with these young ladies. But they went 2-1 and should have went 3-0. Just missed that conversion, boy. But we gave them girls fits out there, boy. But they look really, really good, man. So good things coming out there with the Renegades.
Hey, for those of y'all that don't know, man, this ladies, girls, females flag football thing is becoming huge. You have a daughter and you're trying to find something for her to do that's, that's constructive, that's, it's going to teach you different things, just like most boys and men learn about football and how it, translates over to life. Something you need to think about because it is becoming huge.
Sure.
There's going to be scholarships.
They
already are, right? I think, yeah. And only certain schools have the teams right now, but you give it a minute, and every school is going to have them. You're going to start seeing it on TV. So really, if it's something that you're thinking about, man, for real, this thing is getting big.
Absolutely.
I think it's no different than basketball. I think it's going to take over. I think it'll take over on the flag football side of things from the men's side because the men, they're a little too volatile. You can't put that stuff on TV. So I think that the women's sport is actually going to grow a lot quicker. So it's something to think about, Speaking of that, man, I was just scrolling through social media and something came up about a young lady. Her name is Nicole Miller, 27 years old. She's actually from Flint, Michigan, and she went down to Miami to celebrate Juneteenth. And they ended up finding her hanging in a park. Damn. And they were talking about how there was no media coverage. And there really wasn't. It really wasn't on social media a lot. They had a link there and you could go, and then, of course, with the link, you could pull it up. But there wasn't a lot of social media coverage. Then I just something said, pull up, black girls hanging. Found another one. A black teen was found hanging in on a church property in Charlotte, North Carolina. Young lady, her name was Juliana Zeta, 16 years old. She was reported missing in April, and then she was found in May on a church parking lot, hanging from a tree. Now, of course, first thing we think of when you think of hanging, we think somebody did that because both of these deaths were ruled suicide. First thing that we think is, some racist type things because it's hanging. But we've started to hear about this more over the years, where black people are being found hanging from trees and they're ruled suicides. Is this something that you think that actually has become a way of suicide for black people?
I don't want to put water on the fire, but that's common. In fact, most cases, if it doesn't get out, how like young woman found hanging in the tree, homicides aren't normally reported. It's just like overdose deaths aren't reported. If people knew how many overdose deaths there were in the hospital, there'd be more outcry about fentanyl. Same thing when you're looking at suicides, happen all the time. It's just something that I think through media, TV, they talk about hanging as a painless death and people do it and a lot of movies have it. So I think kids are emulating that. But if you just look up homicides in the black community, it's a lot more. It's out there. And I hate if there's a fire, let it be a fire. But until you have something tied it in there, you got to look at the black population in that city, how the police are. Look into it first because that's something you don't want to start a mass hysteria about. And it's not there.
So based on that scenario, though, how do you determine whether or not it should be looked at as a fire?
Well, I look at it like this. You got to look at Go back to a young girl. They'll open up her social media. They actually do a total forensic on the person's past. And a lot of times, parents haven't looked, but when they open it up, there's clear indication. So when they just say a suicide, they're not looking at the actual act. They look at everything surrounding that individual also. Not saying it ain't, sometimes it goes and it's a little bit strange, but I'm saying a lot of times when it's called a suicide, it's not just, and I think too, in time there'll be more transparency, but they got to look at the family also. They don't want to put the girl's business out there. She's passed on, let's move on. But a lot of times when you look at Instagram, Facebook, when they do a forensic on her cell phone and they get her text back and forth with a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever possible scenario. And I'm not saying because I don't know that particular situation. We're just talking about suicide in general. There's a reason why they ruled the suicide line.
Is it possible they ruled a suicide just because they don't dig no deeper? Because if I go out to a scene, there's a girl up there hanging, yep, looks like a suicide.
No, that's the exact opposite. If you find somebody in a car with a rag stuffed in the tailpipe and you're in the garage, yes. When you see somebody hanging, it's automatically going to be looked at as a homicide as an option until it's ruled otherwise.
Yeah, but you're speaking confidently from the city of Atlanta standpoint. Now let's take it out to the city of Atlanta and let's take it to some of these rural areas.
Then you gotta look at it differently.
Okay.
Then I would definitely look at it differently.
Yeah, because this young lady right here is in Florida, if I'm not mistaken, right?
One is the young girl, 16 years old, was in Charlotte. And then the one that was 27 was actually in Miami. She was visiting.
Yeah, Miami, that's a pretty...
And she was
that's
visiting.
Metro Dade.
So when you think of somebody that visits to celebrate Juneteenth, you don't think of them going down there to hang themselves. Suicide. That's the part. You know, it does the rule. How quickly, you know, from your experiences, how quickly does those rulings come across?
They can come across fairly quickly when they do the forensics on the phone, and those departments are pretty sharp down. I know one chief down there to a smaller county and one municipality, and it's a situation where the tools are there now. It's not like it's rocket science. It's easy. Put out a warrant for Facebook. A search warrant for Facebook. Get the subpoenas out, and you're going to get all that almost overnight because you're looking at exigent circumstances that's coming from a coroner's office. And if a homicide detective's been running it, you normally have somebody you can pick up the phone and call to get it quicker. And then after that, I'll talk about that. It's a lot easier than people think it is. And so I'm not going to I didn't want to put the fire out totally, but I don't want people saying, oh yeah, they're hunting us. No, just look at each case individual because a lot of times they're not going to take it for privacy for the family. Like a lot of times you have suicides in Midtown. You know what that is, asphyxiation and, and so, they don't put the facts out because of the family. A lot of times it doesn't even hit the media. People knew how many suicides occur in Atlanta, they'd be shocked. In Metro Atlanta, I won't just put it on Atlanta, in Metro Atlanta, they'd be shocked.
That's true.
And it's getting more and more common in the Black community. I think that has to deal with, the lack of,
So you're saying
mental health care.
I know that you were saying in regards to, it's sensationalized on television and movies and stuff like that. Hanging.
Sensationalized, yeah.
Dude, damn. Said that totally wrong 3 times, and I was trying to get it.
I'm glad he cleared it up.
Me too, because I was
too.
I was too. I was saying, I'm like, let me just move on.
I ain't gonna do you like that.
But no, I appreciate it. But listen, because of that, do you think that kids are emulating that, thinking? Because you said something earlier about it's a painless death. How is hanging yourself painless?
If you do it right, it snaps the neck.
Damn.
If you do,
how you gonna know all that?
It's how you tie the knot, but I guarantee you, these kids don't do it right, and it's a painful death. You're actually choking, and then they defecate, pee, and everything else that you normally get in a hanging. But kids read stuff, they see it, and it's too late to dial it back once you're up on jump off the bed or whatever. I'm not making light of it, but you can't dial it back.
You told me you can't dial it back when you jump.
It's not like when they sliced the wrist and they didn't get it right and they did a clean cut across, not a L, X or whatever, where it can't be reattached quickly and getting a back. Well, I shouldn't be saying that out loud, but things like that. But it's available, and you see different patterns of suicide. For a while, that was a thing. Then you had the garage has always been the classic way to go for people with houses, or people get the I shouldn't be talking about, but there's a way to do it with the handgun when you know you won't miss. But what a lot of people do is the wrong way, and they take off the first half of the face, and the skull will be sitting back, and the brain's pulsating. That's what a homicide is. And I think if they would be more forthcoming, and people knew the people that didn't do it right, it would just, it's cry for help. And
Do the police got some form of, when people Google that type of stuff, to send out some kind of help?
That's a good suggestion. But as always, law enforcement reacts to stuff that's quote unquote matters. And that's not one of the things, because if they can, I guarantee you, if you put anarchist cookbook and you search that right now, you're going to come up on the radar. Okay. And I think they should, and that's a good thing. But what people don't realize, we're so busy with everything, there's nobody that's going to be set aside to do that. I don't care how big the department is. They don't have anybody set aside. It's more suicides handled afterwards, but that goes back to mental health care. It's not there. It's not, especially in our community.
Who defunded the 1-800 suicide number?
Well, that's out there, but
no, it got defunded.
It's not?
The orange man defunded it.
Okay, that's fucked up.
I didn't know that, for real.
Oh, yeah. Google it.
Okay. Well, see, that's one thing that you need, because there's a lot more kids. And I think if you put the numbers out there, parents might even look at the kids more. Well, hell, that's a description on my kid. But there's not, people always, she committed suicide, but nobody talks about how she was leading up to it, what to look for. Like, check your kid's email. That's when I think parents fuck up on. They have a program called Keystroke, but there's a lot of them out there. Now, I'm not going to promote one company over the other. But there's a lot of things you can put on your kid's phone before you give it to them. They'll never know what's on there. You can do it with your wife, your girlfriend, your coworker, anybody, but you touch their phone.
Let me tell them about my baby, man. Shit. I'm old school, nigga. I'm going to flip phone.
Man, I ain't taking no phone from nobody.
There, what it does,
we telling everybody.
What you do, you put that on your child's phone, and I would suggest all parents to do this. You put it on their phone, you set up an email, so anything they type, picture they send, anything they do on that phone is going to come back to your phone. I bet motherfucker said, that motherfucker.
Yeah.
But what it does, it allow you to see everything they do and they're not aware of it. Fuck that privacy shit. That's what's wrong with America right now. All y'all on them. My child's privacy, they're a person. Fuck that. You should know everything your kid's into. You're going to see it, what they're Googling. Did they Google suicide?
You know why? You know why people are not going to do that? Because then they would have to actually parent.
There you go. There you go.
Then, because once that picture or that text comes across their phone, now they actually have to parent. And I don't think a lot of parents is going to do it, because they're going to use the excuse of, no, my child wouldn't do nothing like that. But that's what it is. Just don't want to parent.
But if you do that, you're going to know instantly if your child's going to dark areas, dark places. You're going to see their relationship between whoever they're seeing, boy or girl. You might even find out your kid's LGBTQ.
You can't be telling people that, though, because we got wives and stuff, man.
Shit. Just don't take no phone from them.
Yeah, it don't stop from there.
Well,
they already talking about, you gonna get me something to eat? How you know where I'm at, nigga? I see you on
yeah, we'll give you that. Your location.
Give me something.
It gives location too, and it's most of them are one-time things.
How you know I'm here?
Hilarious. All right, so we'll move on from that one. Real quick, man.
I wouldn't have a problem.
Huh? Oh yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah,
you might lie about how many fish you caught.
Fish.
Don't you go fishing?
Yeah, I go fishing.
Yeah, they can catch your fish. I caught a big one. That motherfucker crappie.
Never a big one.
Never.
Wideback is not on the menu. It's stupid. Nothing to bear with a back in the mind.
All right, man. What's his name? Orenthal. Is it James? Is that what it is? Orenthal James Simpson. the Buffalo Bills is building a new stadium, and he is honored in the older stadium, but in the new stadium, they said they're not going to honor him. So it made me think about, is it, someone that's actually done great things in their professional career, but then later in life, after that career, you have some questionable choices or, get arrested and all that type stuff. Does that take away from what you actually did in your professional career, the accomplishments that you did in the case of OJ, what he did for the Buffalo Bills, considered as the greatest player to ever wear, one of the greatest players at least to ever wear
the best one
a
ever
Buffalo
wear.
Bills
Yeah, him.
uniform.
Yeah.
So the stuff that happened after that and them taking his name out of the Ring of Honor, do you think that, and we're talking about OJ, but let's just say anyone, that's things that they've done in their professional lives that they actually got accolades for, and they did great in it, but then they do something later on, should it take away from what they actually did in their professional career before?
Well, I call bullshit on that. Because if you do that, I think we're trying to be too politically correct. Because if you look at it, if they start doing that, we're going to tear down a whole lot of statues.
We did. And we should.
I don't think so, because one
you
doesn't have
wanna-
nothing to do with the other.
Jefferson Davis should be honored.
Well, but my point is, when you start doing that, then you're going to say, okay, what critique, what measure we're going to use, and it's going to be men making that decision, and it's going to be corrupt. There's no way to do it, And we're only 13% of the population, well, 12.5. So we're not going to have a say in those circles. So I think when somebody gets to that level, keep them. Because when you start moving back, it's going to be ridiculous.
Well, OJ was found now guilty. I read OJ autobiography. You know what he wrote in there?
What?
How he wanted to help the black community.
Bullshit.
Yeah, he wrote it. His mom was from Alabama.
Well, dude, you got to
He
look
was
at
raised. His
his whole life.
first wife was black. They died. Remember, his first kids
Yeah.
died in the swimming pool.
I remember, yeah.
OJ he wrote in his autobiography how he wanted to help the black community, but he got that money and fame, and it's a hell of a drug.
That's the
changed.
point. He wrote it, but he didn't live it.
He wrote at the time he wrote it, he was living it, but he got caught up in temptation.
Well, I just think they
White women in the $2. Fuck a nigga up every time.
I don't agree. I just think that,
I think they should get rid of it because
Get rid of, as in get rid of
I
his
don't-
name out of the Ring of Honor?
Yeah, because Hall of Famer. That's not gonna go from him.
Why not, if you take it out the Ring of Honor?
yeah, if you start doing
He's
that,
an NFL Hall of Famer though.
it's a
But
slippery slope.
He
Once
was
you
in the
start
Ring of
doing
Honor
that,
for the Buffalo Bills.
what's
So,
go- yeah,
so,
come
so,
on.
so
I would
what's the
take it out
practice?
because he served extended amount of time for robbery. It's just too controversial. It's like we doing why have Jeff Davison? This is street. Jeff Davison in Fayetteville got a street and a courthouse named after him.
Okay, so he did something later. I don't know.
No,
Jeff
he
Davis.
the head of the South.
Yeah.
He the
Oh, okay.
Confederate president.
Oh yeah.
You see what I mean? So why would we honor him? It's other people we can deal with. Put Thurman Thomas up there.
I mean,
Jim
Thurman
Kelly?
Thompson, he's already up there. They up there. So
But
it's
you
not
know
like
what, too?
he's opening up space for
I think
somebody
like
else.
30 of the NFL owners donated to Trump.
Huh?
Most of the owners, they're pro-Trump.
Yeah. But,
You anti-black. So
but you wasn't okay. But you
He's not black. He's OJ.
okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
okay.
that was old. Yeah, I remember that back in the day. Nah, black, he's OJ.
Yeah, but I mean, they may not have been pro-Trump back then, but they were pro something else. Even when they put him up there the first time, they didn't just become.
He was up there before he killed that girl, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He
saying.
was the first original crossover.
What's crossover?
First person was just straight up accepted by them, like OJ was OJ. Nobody even looked at OJ, OJ had no color. That's
I
that
just
joke.
don't think-
That was a joke that was routinely said.
If we got a new stadium, why we gonna bring? I don't know, just controversial. And then the NFL don't like controversy.
Well, say
They-
that,
they-
but
they
when you
like
start, but when you start removing somebody that's already had that honor, when are they gonna stop? You know, and I think that litmus test, you don't know what it's gonna be for the Dallas Cowboys. Might be real liberal, but then you get an owner that says, okay, well, he followed Farrakhan. He played Farrakhan tapes on the weekend. No, we can't have none of
I'll
that.
fuck a nigga up over Farrakhan.
So I'm saying that's just one of those things.
I do 30 days for the minister.
Yeah, so I just think you should be limited on what you. Once a person gets it, don't take it unless they do something.
I think when you look at OJ as a convicted criminal,
There's a lot of convicted criminals up there. He was never convicted of a murder.
Yeah, I'm
He was
about to
convicted
say.
of robbery.
right? But he's a convicted criminal, a convicted
That's why I
felon.
turned it on.
He's a convicted felon.
Where Terry at?
We got a president that's a convicted felon.
Well,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. How as he said,
and they took
what's
his
the
name,
criteria?
And they took his name off the Kennedy senator, so he got removed.
Not because there's 34 counts.
No, but he got to get that girl that money too, $83 million. But anyway, I would just take him out. I don't think the NFL likes smoke, so if it's smoke, NFL don't deal with it. They want wholesome, bring your kids, father, son, husband, wife, grandpa.
I mean, it's a lot of NFL players that's in Ring of Honors.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Only Lawrence Taylor. Who else?
You don't think that Warren Sapp and
Sapp ain't
Derek
no
Thomas? What?
Yeah.
What'd he do? Sleep with a prostitute. That's all he did.
Is that a criminal offense?
No.
When
He said no.
Okay.
Bad pussy been since Bible time.
man, what you think, Lo? I ain't doing this now.
You go to jail for buying pussy. She said it, I'm buying it.
I ain't saying it's right. I'm just telling you he's
He
a
lost
criminal.
his job.
I
That's
rebuke
all.
you.
He just lost his job.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if it's about being a convicted criminal, there's a lot of players
He's
in
a
Rings of
convicted- okay,
Honors.
convicted felon.
So I think it's corny of what they did. And I say that because, they're using what he was found not guilty of as the reasoning. You know what I mean? They no one even thinks about what OJ actually went to jail for.
Right.
Most people couldn't even tell
don't
you
even know.
what actually went to jail, but they just know he went to jail. You know what I mean? But they're still pissed off about what didn't happen. You know what I mean? So no matter how you feel about the verdict or not, you can't, they always like to use that verdict thing when it's for them versus when it's against. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of
it's the
owners like
justice
that.
system. You got to go with the justice system. Well, the justice system said he was found not guilty.
Well, a lot of owners are like that. I mean, it's all over NFL. You can look at Pittsburgh Steelers, for instance.
Oh,
They had Ben Roethlisberger. How many times was he accused of rape?
here we go.
And they just glossed over
He
it,
was
like
never
put him
accused.
back on the field.
He was never accused.
He
Why we
was
keep-
accused of kidnapping that little girl.
No, he was not.
Wasn't he
Look up when he was charged.
How
or
about the
something.
State Patrol?
Look up a
No, I'm
charge.
asking
And sex
you,
in the bathroom.
Wasn't he?
And
accused-
Where's the
State
charge?
Patrol got
Where-
fired for it.
Where's the charge?
Was he accused of sleeping with
Where's
a
the
little girl?
charge? Can you find a charge?
No,
No.
I don't know. I
So
don't
he wasn't accused. So he's talking about.
Deep pockets.
It came
Deep
out.
pockets.
Wasn't charged. I mean,
But
why-
I'm
Well,
why-
like I'm saying,
What do you
they
accuse
pick and
with a
choose who they
young
go
girl?
after.
no, being accused means you were charged.
No, I'm saying
He was
was
never
it?
charged with nothing. He was never charged with anything. He never went to jail. He never did. He never had to get no fingerprints. He was never charged. So let's bring up people who actually charged. There's a whole bunch of NFL players that actually charged.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
We don't want to sell it to Steelers.
I'm just saying you always want to bring that up. That's all. But the bottom line is, this guy was found not guilty. He was charged and found not guilty. Right? He was up in the stadium throughout this entire time. You build a new stadium and you don't want to honor the man who really, who thought anything about the Buffalo Bills before
OJ.
You know what I mean? Let's be honest. Anybody that played football back in them days, especially you want to be a running back, what number did everybody want?
32.
And it was only one reason you wanted
No, it
32.
was two. It was Jim Brown and him.
Okay, you can go with that too.
32.
But it was 32.
Them two
You know
was
what
the
I mean?
baddest jokers in.
Yeah, but
So-
the 32, everybody remember though was OJ in our time. Cause we, he was born.
I remember Jimmy.
You remember clips of Jimmy?
Yeah,
I remember Jimmy.
that nigga, boy.
You were those
So
up
you were there,
right?
See
I
Jimmy.
remember
You remember
saw
clips,
it, right?
and,
Now
and,
you
and
see
you know that Jimmy was with, he was power to the people. That's why you remember him. But
Jimmy
Jimmy
from Georgia.
Jim was before our time.
But yeah, I mean, I just think it's a sad situation. Well, I won't say sad. I just think it's BS. If you're still in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, you're still in the College Football Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? So this is a decision that the owners of Buffalo are making, and they know majority of their fan base is going to support that decision. That's
And
just the
ain't
reality of it.
nan African American player gonna
Speak up.
nothing.
That's correct.
Oh
Them the
no,
most well-trained Negroes in all the sports.
Nah, but what can you say? The dude was convicted.
Just say something, man. I don't agree. That's it. Go to practice.
That's like the chart.
just had another NFL player to try and do an OJ. Kid from the Detroit Lions got robbed. Said he got robbed at his Airbnb. Figured out who did it. They sent his goons.
Oh yeah.
They kidnapped, beat these other guys up. The Lions dropped
they cut him, didn't they?
Yeah, the Lions dropped him. He's under $1 million bond. They tried to put a bracelet on his ankle. They said you could leave Tampa when you actually go to play, but at the time he hadn't been cut yet. So now that he's cut, they're probably gonna put that ankle bracelet on him. Whatnot. But
He
yeah,
was good? Was
he
he
basically and he was starting.
Good start.
Yeah, he was starting.
Detroit
He
had
was
good
probably in line for a big contract in the next year or so.
Detroit probably one player
yeah.
away.
He ain't want to
Kinda-
do the Jesse Smollett. Jesse said, 2 MAGA people beat me up and I'm gay.
Kind of messed himself up with that one. Moving on, Caitlin Clark, man.
Fuck
Excuse
that.
me.
Fuck that trip.
Caitlin Clark recently, there was some supposedly rough files or whatever
Not
against her.
supposedly.
We saw that when they stopped the camera, you saw the fist in her neck. I think the girl stepped over. Her name is Thomas. What's the name, Dwayne? Alyssa Thomas. Alyssa Thomas. Was no foul call. Nothing happened. A day or two after the NBA switched it. They reviewed it. They switched it. They suspended Thomas. Just found out today that Alyssa Thomas is actually getting death threats because of this action. But also there was an outcry saying that Caitlin Clark should actually retire from the WNBA for her health and safety.
Yeah, I saw that BS.
All the hard fouls that's happened, not only the WNBA, but just the NBA period. Have you ever heard of people saying that somebody should retire for their safety?
Well, I would say this, and I'm just going to be real about it. If you look at the fouls and look at, it's not just black players, it's white players. Everybody fouls are hard. And I think it goes back to such a large portion of the NBA is LGBTQ. And I think
WNBA.
My bad. WNBA. And the WNBA players, it's almost like they're mad because she came in legitly. The girl can play. And she took that gloss away, and her and the other girl, Angela, both of them,
Angel.
they actually look, I should say that. They look more feminine, I should say, than a lot of the NBA players. And, Angela comes decked out when she shows up. And it made all the NBA players had to switch over, but a lot of them can't.
WNBA.
Yeah, WNBA, I'm sorry.
Don't get us in trouble. boy.
WNBA. Well, but the WNBA, because that's what everybody thinks about is NBA. But WNBA and those girls, a lot of them, they prided themselves in being more, can I say butch? Masculine, I said masculine, more masculine attire. So when Angela and girl, they come out, they look like women. Not saying others didn't, but they look more like women. So when people see it and you see the fouls they do on it, it's ridiculous the way they foul that girl. And she's just, what would happen? Okay, think about it. Towards the end, you couldn't breathe on Jordan without them calling a foul.
No, hell no.
You couldn't breathe on
Hell
Jordan.
no,
without
hell
him.
no.
You couldn't look at Jordan.
Mike
You
got
couldn't know
Hey,
towards the
man.
end. I'm not talking about when they used to mug.
But this is her beginning
Early
too.
on.
She's supposed to get beat up.
Get
And when
beat
you,
up.
when
That is the only reason people are watching. Now, she's not the best girl, but the girl straight up can play.
She can play.
She's breaking records.
When she first came
you're
in,
gonna protect that.
She ain't doing that in WNBA.
when she first came into the league,
Yes, she
I
is.
said,
No, she ain't.
yeah,
Oh,
yes, she
she's
is.
doing
No,
she's
she
doing a
ain't.
couple of things. When
Yeah,
she
watch
first
it.
came in, I thought that she
I watched
was.
WNBA.
I thought she was different. I thought that she was really, really good. But after watching her, also, she's a flopper. She flops like LeBron.
And you're a LeBron fan, so.
Who?
I'm a LeBron fan.
Oh, that's right. Well, LeBron flopped better than.
Oh yeah,
invented flop.
LeBron invented it.
He didn't invent it.
He
Well,
invented
she's
flopping.
short enough.
Well, he took it to
She
a
went to
high.
his class. She flops a lot, and no, I have seen some hard fouls on her, but I've seen hard fouls on everyone. Why are you going to tell this one player to all of a sudden retire for your safe and health, your safety and health?
Why are you going back and changing calls?
Yeah,
Right.
they can do that in both
Yeah,
leagues.
yeah,
In the NFL
does
too.
that. And the NFL does
Yeah,
that. If you
they
do a
can
foul
do
and
that.
they miss it, NFL will put some fines on your ass.
Yes, sir.
But that's what I'm saying about Caitlin.
Foul.
She was an excellent college player. She hasn't transitioned into the WNBA as a distinguished player. She's good, but she's not distinguished. So I don't think she's a Hall of Fame, what you call them people when you make the games in February?
All-Star?
She's not an all-star yet.
Oh, come on, dude.
I thought you said you watched
This
the
dumb boy,
WNBA.
it's black and white, no in between.
What's she doing?
She's that shit, dude.
She's
She
le-
can play.
she's leading
Now,
the
she's
league
not
in
the
assists.
best- Exactly.
She's leading the
Easy.
league in assists, and she's averaging 20.
Okay.
How
This
can
year?
you say yes?
You better get it in.
Her whole career.
Come on, Farrakhan Jr.
You better
come on now.
Google
Come on.
Man, the girl is damn good.
Is she a top 5 player in WNBA right now?
Top 5? No.
No, there's some good players in the NBA, but
said
she's
all-star,
up there.
No, right now.
That's 30 people.
She's not top
Right.
5.
Hey, we ain't top 5. We said all-star.
And
She's definitely top 10 though.
I think she's a professional athlete.
That's questionable.
I think she's top 15.
I
in
think
the
she's a
WNBA.
professional athlete, but I don't think she's exceptional. She Draymond Green. She ain't Steph Curry.
She ain't Draymond Green.
Oh, come on.
No,
dude.
I'm saying Draymond is a professional athlete. He deserved to be in the NBA,
But he ain't no all-star.
but he ain't no every year All-Star. He's a good
He's
player.
never been. Has he ever been all-star?
Yeah, he been.
Yes.
But he's. That's what I'm saying.
He
Caitlin
did
is.
play the year twice.
And I'm saying this about that. They trying to give her. I think people, the fan base, specifically the white fan base, is trying to make her more than what she is right now.
I believe that.
She's not that player that people want her to be yet.
I
think-
believe that.
And I think so. She gets more attention when she gets attention for who she is and not for how she plays.
Oh, dude,
And I
I can't get you on that, man. Her and Angela Boston are doing their thing for that team.
Aaliyah Boston. Yeah.
I'm saying
Boston
she's
doing
an
her
NBA
thing.
player. She's supposed to do good. She deserves to
I
be in
like
the
look at the way,
WNBA.
dude. They're following her hard. If you watch the clips,
But
they
what
follow
I'm saying
hard.
is
A lot of it goes unchecked, and a lot, you're not going.
they
you
fired
can't.
Angela Reese hard.
See, the thing
And
is
they call it
with the
that.
WNBA though, the refereeing has been under scrutiny for 2 years. It's horrible. I've watched some games, and especially with Atlanta doing really, really well this year. I've been watching more of the Dream games, and the refereeing is really, really bad. It's bad. Now, yeah, I feel there are some hard fouls on Caitlin Clark, but again, when you are the head of the snake, that's usually what happens. I mean, I think there's some jealousy in there too.
Like the football, what's his name? Chris, one of the white guy, the former wide receiver. He was saying the same thing.
Chris
about
Collins.
Chris Collins
And
said something about she should, if I were her, I would pull out and go to
yeah,
Europe
and
and be
Boom,
treated.
Boom his eyes and said it too. Yeah.
Maybe it was Boom. Maybe it was something.
Boom
about.
his eyes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Boom.
And I was like, man, that's so ignorant.
Yeah.
No,
You know what I mean?
they-
I think that's-
they Trumpsters.
That's so yeah, they definitely Trumpsters. But it's just ignorant. It's like she getting fouled hard as she should. You know what I mean? Angela Reese got slammed to the court on numerous occasions. Listen, slam. But there was nobody told Angela Reese, you should go to Europe and
Well, they
save
said that
yourself.
originally.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like,
so
come on,
I'm
man.
saying,
What are we talking about?
I agree
It's-
with that, but like Andrew Reese is attacked the same reason Caitlin Clark's attacked. They look good. They're feminine. They
Who the
went.
fuck hold the line? You better not put her in that range, please. Like
What I'm saying is, they look. What I'm saying, they look.
You gonna put super bad with Papa?
Okay, I'm just saying they came out. They came to games
Man, you better
looking
say-
like women, and the
Yeah, I was
WNBA
about to
players
say, you trying
from
to
the
put out-
onset took it personal.
I,
You remember when they both came out, they
Well,
took it
I want
personal.
you to make your correction because olive oil do not look like
Olive oil.
Okay, okay. This,
yeah, they definitely not the same
from-
category.
Yeah,
It's
from a
looks
sexual
wide.
standpoint, definitely.
Listen, I think any top player, and it happens in every sport, if you get a bunch of hype, players are gonna come after you. They gotta break you down. They gotta say, "Hey, man, you getting all this? You got a shoe deal, and you got a shoe deal.
Before they did,
I've been doing
and
this for
that's
10
what- that's
years,
what all the
and you got
file
a
is
shoe
about.
deal.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? That's so they supposed to give you the business.
Nah,
Yes,
but it's
they
okay.
are. They're supposed to give you the business, bro. Everybody
You can
gets it.
look at LeBron. You're not allowed to look at LeBron like
That's
that. You're like,
now,
you might wanna
MJ.
do-
That's
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But I'm
That's
saying
not his
they
first
need to
3-4
put that
years,
in.
bro.
I
LeBron got
believe
beat
me.
up too.
I think-
People weren't paying attention until Reese and Caitlin Carter. got
I'm
there.
saying the stuff
And
you're saying
that's
about
where the
LeBron is
animosity
a 20-year veteran. Is a full-time. You can't compare that now. LeBron's in a different atmosphere now. But when LeBron came out at 18, 19 years old, LeBron had to go through the same gauntlet everybody else had to go through. They're going to put pressure on everybody if you come out as a superstar, get all this attention and hype. You know what I mean? And then Caitlin Clark got it 10 times because not only are you coming to a predominantly black league, you know what I mean, where players were making very, very minimal and all this, and now they're basically crowning you the one that made us all this money. Them girls taking that kind of personal. You know what I mean? So yeah, you gonna get caught. She's gonna have to earn her respect the same way a Larry Bird did, the same way some of the other guys. You gotta
protect
earn
that cash cow.
You got to earn your respect.
You gotta protect the cash cow.
And her team appreciates her. You know, when you saw her play on the All-Star team, people don't want to give. They look how many times her and Angel Reese dapped up. They gave each other's assists, and you know what I mean. People, they're trying to make this.
They tried to make it to Larry Johnson, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. That's what they tried to do.
And it was a great comparison though.
That's
You know
what
what I
they
mean?
was doing. Black and white coming to the league, saving it.
The difference is they try to demonize one and make one an angel.
I will give you that.
You can watch Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark gives it the same way she gets it, bro. That's what they don't take in consideration. Watch some of Caitlin Clark's fouls. Caitlin Clark then gave some folks some dirty hooks, some clean shots. She did that junk in Iowa. She was tearing them girls up down out there, bro. Caitlin Clark was tearing people up. So let's stop making her seem like she's just some little little innocent bunny. No, Caitlin Clark, she gets it as well as she gives it.
That's why Caitlin Clark ain't saying nothing.
She knows she give it, bro. She give it. I'm just
She
Caitlin
ain't
Clark
saying
made
nothing.
some. Hey, she done made. Go you look at some of them fouls.
She real for the man.
Caitlin Clark done gave some shots, bro. So it's like she catches some of her back. You know what I mean? Them girls, yeah, she gonna get some of it. It's okay. Get back up and keep playing. That's how you earn them girls' respect. You know what I mean? Keep showing your thing, man. But she's a baller. I'm not gonna say the girl's not a baller. She is a straight up baller. You know what I mean? She got mad game. You know, the team did show they could win without her last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But but they did. They kept going.
Boston was the shit.
But they also got the girl from Georgia. What's her name? Went to South Carolina.
Oh,
Raven
they
Johnson
got
now.
Raven, but they also have
They got a squad.
Kelsey Mitchell.
And
Yeah,
they got a
yeah.
squad.
They got a squad.
They got
Yeah.
a squad. So, you know, but ain't nobody she gives it just the way she get it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. They doing what they can to, like you said, protect that hope, that white hope. That's what they're doing with that right there. All right, so now we can get into some big stuff. You want to go over some comments?
Yeah, Frank said officiating is tough. Everyone is flopping. True. Everyone is embellishing contact on every play. Basketball is a contact sport. It's gonna happen. B said she's top 15, not top 10. I agree with that. But that girl Olivia Miles, boy, just on another note.
Ooh-wee.
This girl.
I
this girl
thought
going
when she left
bro.
Notre Dame, I thought that it was not a good move, but now I totally understand why she did it. Because she wanted to show that she could lead her own team.
Hey, she rookie of the year right now.
Hey, easily.
This girl balling out of control.
With the afro and the glasses.
Oh, my goodness. No, girl from Notre Dame was legit.
That's why she left, because she wanted to show that she could.
She can do her own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kenny Market said he finally caught us early. He was talking about the owners that they want their players to have no smoke all the owners off the field can apparently have all sorts of fire, and it's just fine. Yeah, McKinnon, that when you're a billionaire, that comes with it. You know what I mean? I said, as long if you got that billion in your name, you gonna get away with all kinds of stuff. That's just the way it goes, man. Are y'all watching the Brandon Ayuk saga online? Yeah, Brandon Ayuk lost his mind. And he only had one good, one strong year.
He tripping.
And it's like, yeah.
San Francisco might not let him go just so that he can't go to doggone Baltimore. No, Washington's.
He just got beside himself, coming off a major injury. It's like,
what'd he do?
He's just
got
online.
beside himself.
Yeah, he's online, basically trolling the 49ers, talking about putting up the Washington Commanders stuff like this is where I need to be, bro. You're an employee of the San Francisco 49ers, and that is not going to get you out of there.
Don't he know all of them stick together?
Hey, you gonna find out.
Today.
You sure will.
You gonna learn today.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, them 32 billionaires, man.
And they all friends.
Facts. Can't argue that at all.
Yep, and them fines gonna get him. Yep, them fines is
Frank
going
say
to
she
get
might
him
be
for
MVP.
sure.
Or what? Oh, he must be talking about the
You
point
talking about
guard.
Olivia Miles, probably.
Oh, I thought he was talking about
Yeah,
olive oil.
No,
Nah,
that's why she do look like olive oil. All right, listen, man. So when we come back,
Hold on, can I say something?
yeah, go ahead.
I told Lo to tell the people he was doing a thing.
I will let you do it.
Oh, Khadijah Farrakhan Muhammad died, and her funeral was Friday. 72 years married to one man,
72
9
years.
kids, 23 grandchildren. She joined the nation before him. She died at 90. Minister
She was married to him
Farrakhan
for
is
72 years.
72 years.
Married to him for 72
Married.
years?
72 years. No cheating, no outside babies by either one of them. Most men can't say that.
You're right.
What you about to
72
say? Why you
years.
laughing?
I'm about to say that.
She married him at 18. Farrakhan was 21. She was pregnant. She joined the nation before him. And then that's how they went together, but she joined that night, and Farrakhan joined a little while later.
Okay.
And she was a great woman.
So they would date each other before she joined the nation. Know what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't know that. I'm done.
When he was still Eugene Wilcott then. She was Betsy. I forgot her name. Her name was Betsy.
Man, that's
Her name is Betsy, but she changed Khadijah because Farrakhan was a leader, so she wanted to be like Muhammad. And she kept the name Muhammad because Muhammad gave her that name.
That's dope. But
72 years.
72 years married
That's a long time.
is a long time.
9 kids, 20 plus grandchildren and great grandchildren.
She was 90. So how old is Farrakhan?
93, April 11th. May 11th.
Eh.
19 what?
long time.
Get me
ago.
calculating in.
1933. He was born 1933.
Wow.
May 11th, 1933. Malcolm X
Damn.
is 101. He'll be 101. May 19th. So 8 days apart, 8 years apart.
Wow. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
72 years.
I
No
thought that'd be a whole conversation. We'll leave that alone tonight.
Yeah, I was
That's a marriage for real.
just gonna damn.
Yeah,
We're
leave it
gonna leave that
alone
alone.
tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
But condolences to the family, man. But
Who's smoking?
that's a good life, man. 72
Yeah.
years married. That's
Hey,
you gotta under normal circumstances. I would think the minister might be, he has a different type of faith. But when you marry that long to somebody,
That's a long time.
I mean, that usually you gotta
Say
watch.
something about you.
It does, but you also have to watch that person even closer because when you've been together with one person that long, I mean
You don't even want to be here no more.
that's correct. That's correct. You breathe everything. Everything
that's
is
what
different
happens.
at that point.
One,
You know what I mean?
One go that they usually follow right behind them.
Because
That there's, like you said, it's
That's the kind of love I'm looking for.
It's an absence.
what you looking for, Mike?
That's what I'm looking for.
72 years.
That's
No, it won't be 72 years now, but
impressive.
but I'd enjoy it.
That's impressive though.
They ain't gonna leave after you. They gonna stick. No, let me stop.
Ask Cop, you get married again?
I'm saving myself for the right one. I'm just searching and looking for that right one.
Would you be married? You'll get married?
Just I get married for the right one.
I thought you was locked
This
in with
what I-
God. That's the new term.
This what I
I'm
want
locked
you.
in
You ain't
with
got to say
God.
nothing about
I am
being.
locked in with God.
I'm locked in with God.
Look.
I'm waiting for him to send her to me.
Exactly what you just
And I
said. Look
think
right.
he may have
Look
sent her-
right there and say it. Say it. Don't. You ain't got to
He
say.
may have sent her to me already,
What?
but I'm not gonna say her name. She knows who she is.
That's what I'm talking about. Player.
Boy,
She African?
boy. That boy. He
She
been.
African? She African?
He said twice.
She African? You ain't go to Europe, did you?
Dude, now you
Hey, listen, man. We're gonna take a break. And we're gonna talk about the conscious black man. Folks are saying that the conscious black man is also a dangerous black man. So we're gonna talk about that, what it meant back then, and if it's still prevalent right now. Classic Conversations with JT and Low.
that's the cut.
2 minutes, y'all.
He back.
New phone. Listen, man, I've had iPhone 11 for a long time since iPhone 11 came out.
What?
Yeah, iPhone 11, and I wore it with pride because I was like, I'm not getting a new phone every time one of these things come out.
That's fair.
You know, the whole family got better phones than me, and it's okay. So I'm at Sam's, right, and I'm unloading my cart, and my mom calls me. I put it on the speaker until I get my Bluetooth. You look in the parking lot. It was dry to the left. It was dry to the right. It was dry everywhere you could see. My phone's on the back of the trunk. It fell down in the only freaking puddle in the entire area. And that phone went face first. That joke ain't been back on since, man. It went zoop.
So Lord, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you something. That iPhone 11 decided it wanted to die. It jumped. It jumped ship.
That is funny.
That iPhone 11 was like this. He can't keep pushing me like this.
Ready to find a studio that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport has everything you need. From high-quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all. With 15 plus years of experience, our team ensures smooth sessions with editing and post-production services at an additional cost. Plus, our competitive pricing make it easy for creators of all levels. Contact us at 404-500-1605.
Yeah, we might have to talk
Classic
about
Conversations
that.
with
Thinking
JT.
they the only one here.
Classic Conversations with JT and Low.
And that's a cup.
We back, y'all. Y'all don't understand, man. The conversations that go on between takes is really classic.
They bodies.
Yeah, so I have to make sure that these cats know that we live.
I'm trying to tell you. They come around and be like, "Oh, we live."
Right? Yeah. So
Hilarious.
yeah. We back, man. Any other comments over there, bro?
Raven went to Westlake. I couldn't remember the name of the school, but she went to Westlake. That whole squad at Westlake though with ballers.
Yeah.
Where the other girl go? She was
Westlake
a guard.
She was at Florida State, and then she came to
She
South
got
Carolina.
drafted. I don't remember when she. And she didn't go to the second round. She dropped.
She's still playing?
Yeah, she got drafted though. I think she's playing.
Yeah, she went to South Carolina to win a championship. She gave up a lot because at Florida State, she was averaging like 26, 27.
Yeah, she sacrificed.
She came to South Carolina. You know, you got all them All-Americans. She went down to like 12, 13 points a game, and I think that showed in her.
Ring on.
I think it showed in her draft.
They fell short.
Yeah, they didn't
They
win.
lost championship game.
Oh, the Texas?
Nah, they lost to
UConn?
UCLA.
So they beat UConn and lost UCLA.
UCLA.
Yeah,
That's a
UCLA
good game.
had all them old women on their team.
Yeah.
All them
6,
before
7
you
year
started.
players.
All of them. All of them.
6,
They
7 year
played
players.
that,
They
but
were
they
playing
did.
against grown women.
Yeah.
They folded up too. Boy.
Yeah, boy, they jumped on them quick. All right, man. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this one. Angelo actually sent this to me. I meant to send it to Dwayne, see if he could play it. Basically, it was talking about how, and I put in here black man, but actually, it was saying a conscious Negro is a dangerous Negro. You got that thing you can send to him so you can play it?
I'll find it.
And basically what they were speaking about is how the Negro, you have a Negro that's actually out there trying to figure things out, you know, conscious of what's going on around him and not just doing it because they told him to do it. That makes him dangerous. And what made me think about it, you know, wanted to, expound on it a little bit was right now, you know, back then, I don't know if that was a slavery time, but I said it was probably in the times of segregation. But now that we are actually, all going to the same schools and still able to get the same, mostly the same educations or whatever, is that still something that's relevant now in the minds of other races, mainly the white race? They said something about make sure that you, what was it? Just give them riddles, or what was it that he said?
Something like that. Can't remember.
Basically, the distractions that always come our way to keep us from actually moving, paying attention to what we should be paying attention to.
Well, I look at different from that because I look at the Truman Doctrine, the Welfare Act, and all those things that broke up the black nuclear family. I think it's no longer needed because we do it to ourselves. I said we're at the point now where 76% of black children are born into single-family households, and mostly that's how the masculine black women came about, is because the Welfare Act and everything that took the black male out of the household. And so I think that mentality is not needed, because I think when we reach a certain level, we're accepted by the mass of America because, we reach this level. But where we fall down is at the lower level. I think a lot of people don't have the academic pursuit as part of the core. And I think that's where we're falling off a lot, because in certain communities, it's not there. And our lower, and so, we all kings and kings, but they forgot we were scholars too. So I think that mentality, we're hurt taking ourselves out. Number one cause of death for black males under 35 is homicide. Number one. I think whites is third or fourth, and Hispanics are closest to us. They're number 2 or 3, and there's nowhere in for Asians, Southeast Asians.
So do you think in regards to something like that, homicide, a lot of times the homicides is, let's face it, the drug game, shit like that. Do you think that putting that type of business right in front of us, in front of some of the conscious black men, has led towards them doing that instead of doing something different?
Well, of course, because after the fall of the mercantile system and blacks were left in the south sides of cities by the railroad tracks, that hasn't changed to today. They haven't gained back anything to help us and bring us back. So that's why I picked the Republican Party, Democratic Party in the same boat. One is blatant, and the other one just dangles that carrot. Keep them on welfare, keep them on Section 8, and there's nothing to bring us up and out. And so I think that's where more black minds are lost on that level. So go ahead.
I think the most black people who are educated with college degrees are the least conscious. I think so. You expect a trifling person to act trifling, regardless of what color they are, but you don't expect your best and brightest to abandon your middle class or your, we really 1-2 generations from the ghetto, and yet our most educated blacks, they don't aspire to create the solutions to solve problems in our community. If you look at a Cory Booker, if you look at a Barack Obama, if you look at people who have had wielded power for decades, what could you really attribute to them as saying exclusively how you help black people, where you came from? Like, what is on the south side of Chicago that Barack can put his name on that's for black people? Not everybody, for black people. Because so when you look at conscious blackness, you look at people like, let's take, like, we could stay with Farrakhan. He's unapologetically black. Agree with him or not, who cares? You can't if you're a black person, you can't disagree with him more than you agree with him. You have to agree with what he's saying more than you disagree, because he's telling you stuff based on historical facts. Now, where you may not like how he said it, you may not like things like that, but you won't find educated black men like Barack and Cory Booker, Hakeem Jeffries. They won't associate themselves with him. But a white person who's unapologetically white can have some of the richest and most influential white people deal with them, whether they like them or not. Their life is better because they deal with their entire population. And I think when you look at segregation, white people don't want to be around us. When they become professionals, whether it be truck driving or college graduates, the first thing they do is leave. 70% of white people don't live around black people. They don't live around us. We get successful when we move around them. But when they get successful, they won't move around us. Georgia Tech is 10 minutes from, 5 minutes from the Georgia Dome? Mm-hmm. Vine City is. So you got Georgia Tech, all your sporting events, walking distance, right? And you got Vine City. White folks won't live right there.
That's changing. They're gentrifying that.
Unless you gentrify, they're gonna put their coffee shops, and they're gonna let you know they're gonna join they're gonna join the school board, and they're gonna change Asa Hillard to Thomas Jefferson High School and shit like that. But they don't really want to be around us.
Now, but is that racially, or why do you think that is though?
Because white people choose to be white. We're forced to be black. They choose whiteness because it's to their advantage. We have to be black because they're white. So when we become conscious of we black, we learn we're not really black, we African. When you become conscious, you let black go, Negro go, you become African, and you associate yourself with African ways of being, which is why when we talk about barbershop talk, that's what we get to be us. When we talk about things and places that we do at the cookout and things like that, that's us being us, right? We don't have to code switch. We don't have to talk differently. We ain't got to pronunciate right. You know what I'm saying? We get to be our full selves, and we enjoy ourselves. Those are Socratic places where we go to be, and our consciousness grows in those environments. But when we take our brightest and best kids or young adults and put them in all white environments, they can't really be their full selves. They have to capitulate, so they can't be conscious. You cannot be conscious and continue to work and thrive at Home Depot. You can't be black and conscious and thrive at Chick-fil-A. And I'm just saying the top companies in Atlanta area.
I got to disagree with that. I got to disagree with that.
Executive Chick-fil-A is not black.
Okay.
And they got a racist cracker as the owner that began it. Christian, white nationalists.
Okay, and all I'm saying is that the woe is me times are over. We have the ability, and I agree to a certain extent what you said.
But how can you tell a rape victim when it's time to stop crying about being raped?
What I'm saying is we have the power to move on from that. And there's a lot of blacks in it. Well, Atlanta is a beacon because in all avenues we're winning.
Mm-hmm.
We're winning. So I actually know a couple of black Chick-fil-A owners. You know, the one on Martin Luther King.
No, I ain't talking about them
Franchise.
I ain't talking about a franchise owner. You know, a franchise owner Chick-fil-A might make $75,000 to $100,000. That's why you got to own multiple to really
No,
make
they
money.
make about two
No,
when it's successful.
no.
Okay, all right.
I'm telling you what I know.
I worked there.
You
But
ain't.
I know
I've
what I
seen
want.
it. Now, I'm talking about. So to start a Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A is very unique in their franchise. It requires no upfront money. You apply, you go through a rigorous process, and if you get it, they will fund you. They build it for you. They get your
pick the
supply
location,
chains. They do
everything.
everything for you. So all you gotta do as the owner now is hire the people you want in management. But to hire, you gotta follow their policies, like social media, stuff like that. So Chick-fil-A owner, on the high end, you might make $200.
Yeah.
The average Chick-fil-A owner only
When they
and
get their next franchise.
And then you got to think Chick-fil-A is not in your major areas. There's no Chick-fil-A in New York City, Philadelphia, Boston, your heavy populated places. But they're growing to that place. Even with that being said, they're second. Now, McDonald's, you got to have like $250,000 to start, access to another such and such. It's a longer process, right? So what I'm trying to say is, to get back on track, is that when you go to corporate office Chick-fil-A, you're not looking at your people. You got to wear Dockers, shirt tucked in. You might be able to get some locks now because times have changed or you live in a certain area, but you don't get to be your full self.
They have a blueprint of who they look for, and a lot of black people fit that blueprint.
But they're not conscious at that point.
No, you can't. See, that's where you and me differ. I agree with a lot of things you're saying, but you're basically saying, I'm an Army brat. I'll be honest with you, majority of my family is middle class and up. Doctors, lawyers, police officers, teachers, runs again, nurses. So, but I do have some thugs and thugettes, you know. But I'm telling you that it's a mindset of the family and how you raise it. So I think we're Americans.
Shit.
Okay. Well, we told
You fought to be
we
an
built
American.
this motherfucker.
You
We
fought
helped
to
build
be
this.
an American.
Okay, but we still built this motherfucker. I'm talking about now as it exists today. We deserve our slice of a pie in America because we built the motherfucker. So I'm saying there's a lot of areas we're not in, but where me and you can agree is we need to build our own. And when we get to areas, we need to pull ourselves up. We need to support our own businesses like everybody else does. That's where the talk needs to be, because.
But that comes from consciousness.
Well, the consciousness is there. When you're saying somebody that makes it to a certain level doesn't have a black conscience, they do. Everybody, you can say that, but I know brothers, when we sit around and talk at a barbecue.
Name me a black billionaire that will go have lunch and put it on social media with Farrakhan 10 years ago. Not doing the wheelchair Farrakhan. I'm
okay.
talking about after he just called white folks crackers.
But you got to look at it,
on
but
a public platform and then go have lunch with him and everybody.
But you got to look at it, man. You got to look at the fruit and what it originally came from. Because we took the religion of our oppressor.
Just take religion out.
No, you got to keep religion in it. But what happened was where Farrakhan and them fell off was majority of their original support of the freedom of Islam came from jails, incarcerated people. Okay, when it switched over, he didn't go Sunni. They have, their version of it.
No, that's
no. What I'm just saying.
Get on track. But
what I'm saying, where it comes from, where it came from,
what I'm saying,
is when
LeBron James will not be caught dead.
And there's a reason. I'm getting at the
Giving
reason.
Farrakhan
I'm getting at the
$1 million on
reason.
Savior's Day.
I'm getting at the reason because when it's not, if you listen to Farrakhan tapes, and I grew up listening to Farrakhan. I grew up listening, sitting at Candler Road at Burger King talking to Hosea Williams also. Okay? So I heard it directly from a civil rights leader a lot. And what I'm saying, when you look at the fruit of Islam, I got a lot of people, friends that are part of the fruit. And what I'm saying, when you paint it with white-eyed, blue-eyed devil, boom, 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 if he sanitized that out of the whole message, Farrakhan's message is a message that could bring us out of a situation that we're in now.
Now, if it will.
Well, it will, but You
and they are
have,
blue-eyed devils.
but well, you can take
Based
that
on
wrong, dude.
historical,
I don't.
I'm
come-
saying that
dude,
based
come
on historical facts.
See,
If you look at
let-
historical facts,
let me say.
who has
I got
mass-
white friends I've
But-
had since
but-
I was a little kid, man.
So
But
did,
here-
so
but here-
did goddamn Malcolm X.
But here's why,
Yeah.
right?
Just the way you talk.
Your conversation is it. You know what I mean? Because his conversation, he's saying, hey, I come from this background. You're coming from, hey, this is where we should be at. This is why that situation is that way with people not supporting like you're saying they are, because the delivery makes some people on this side say, although MJ said a minute ago, if you took away that one part, what he's saying is so good, and they be feeling it, but they can't. But they're scared to put their name on it.
Not scared.
Well,
not
I-
scared.
I say
it ain't
semi-
right. It ain't right. Call that bullshit out.
wrong.
Okay, all right.
Honestly, I
What does
think
the devil do?
some of it, MJ, you're right. It may not be scared for some. Some I think is. Some I think is scared because they may
Of a
they,
reprisal that'll come from.
That's correct. That's what I'm
But let
talking
me
about.
tell
That's what I
you
mean by the scare of what may
Your-
come from it.
Your
That's
sitting
what I'm talking about.
president put Barack and Michelle Obama on apes. On apes. From his social media platform. Mark Zuckerberg didn't pull from him. Jeff Bezos didn't pull from him. The richest and most powerful white people did not bat an eye. All they said was he's wrong. And
If they said that.
and they go right back they go right back with him. You got a senator from Missouri said America's not for everybody, it's for us. We built it. Sitting senator. You got Tommy Tuberville saying that black people want more social stuff and they're with this and that. He's running for governor of Alabama. You got the whip leader just the other day said it's not racist to call out racist from Minnesota. I mean, these white boys are, and I'm saying what does the devil do? The devil masters deceit, destruction. That's what they do. If white people don't have to be devils, that's a conscious choice. But when you kill 250,000 people in one day, that's devilish behavior. When you kill 200 children with missiles in in Iran, 200 children, that's devilish behavior. And we're not doing that. There's no African country that can do the destruction of what any European can do.
Rwanda?
They can Rwanda was the benefit. The Rwanda genocide was because the Belgians pulled out. They created a tension between Hutu and Tutsis, and they pulled out. And when they pulled out, the Hutus and Tutsis came at it, and the what's the blue and white people that be there? They
NATO.
pulled out. No. They help people. But anyway,
Red Cross?
the other one, the military one. But anyway, they pulled out. And President Clinton was told several times, get in there, they're going to do something. President Clinton did what? Nothing. The 800,000 people, 500,000 people died. So we got to look at this, and then you look at Rwanda, who was ran by the Belgians for years. We got a Rhodes Scholar. This man would call us monkey. I mean, these people are doing this actively. But when we don't have consciousness, we can't even call it out. That's why I say the NFL is tame.
Well, because the music conscious is like, you got to realize, there's people that have moved and done a whole lot, but you don't see behind the scenes. I'm not an Obama fan for some of the things he's done, but one thing I will say, he had a lot of black interests in mind. When you go, Farrakhan, if he just, there's two ways to look at it, and I love Minister Farrakhan. I love his message, but he dips it in hate, so it's not
That's not
consumable.
hate.
Hold on, it's not consumable for everybody. When you
Because
call
we're not
somebody
conscious.
a white-eyed, okay, I am conscious, dude. I know
That's
a
what I-
lot of what happens.
that's
I know
what I-
a lot of what happens.
that's what I was gonna
for
ask.
the police side.
You don't know
the
no
straight
African language.
genocide.
You don't know no African language. You African. You don't know no African language.
So
You don't know
wait.
your,
So if you don't, are you saying that if you don't know African language, you're not conscious?
No, I'm
Okay.
saying you don't know any African language. You don't know any. Your name's not African because the brutality of white people.
So does that make somebody not conscious?
Well, if you going to sit up here and say, you may not want to call them devils, but they sure ain't. They ain't humanly people.
You
Humans
can't,
don't
come
treat
on,
humans.
dude. You
Wait.
can't paint
I'm just
everybody with
saying.
the same
My
picture.
name.
That's like when somebody-
My name is. Wait. My name is James.
Right. And ain't no African named James.
So does that make me not conscious?
No. Listen to what I'm saying. Hear me out. This is the conscious got to grow.
Okay.
You're named James because of brutality.
Okay, but does that make me not conscious because
No,
my
it
name is
doesn't.
James? I
No,
have to
it
change my
doesn't.
name?
No.
Okay, because that's the way you came
I'm
off just
saying
then.
Okay, well, let me clear that up. What I'm saying is, if you can't say white people invented white supremacy, white people invented racism, white people then invented capitalism, this twin brother, to take advantage of us. That's devilish. So now if I call you devilish or a devil when you have treated me as a wicked person, that's not
Then
wrong.
I will tell you this.
That's the truth.
The institution, but everybody's not the institution. That's just like when the infected does something. The media, that's a good example. The way you come across is the same way that Peckerwood cracker comes across on TV, that when a black guy says something, he wants to paint everybody black with a redneck. That wants to say, oh, everybody black, damn, they all steal, they all kill. No, they don't. On the same token, you can't say every white boy is, no, you calling them devils.
No,
that's what turns people away from
I
the
also
fruit.
gave you historical data points.
It doesn't matter
prove
historically.
You show me Africans doing that.
Doing
You
what?
show me Africans naming white people African names. You show me black people making white
That's
people.
just because we've been assimilated into America now.
I'm saying in
we
history,
have the same
I'm
right.
saying when Egypt ruled the world, we didn't make Caesar change his name. We didn't make
Because
Caesar
America
marry
was an
Egyptian.
apartheid state similar to South Africa at one point. When they got us,
No.
they,
Listen to the
South
question.
Africa's
I want you to
apartheid
name
was
me
based
one
on slavery
time-
and Jim Crow out of
No.
America.
You name me one time in history that we as African people, anywhere in the world, any history you want to go to, where we forced white people to take African names and African language or die.
America.
Don't take America. I'm saying you can go France, Britain, America, Australia. I don't care, wherever white people went. You name me one time in history we forced them to disassociate with their culture.
Because, okay, I'll tell you this.
answer
No,
the
I'm
question.
going to answer the question. It's actually worse what they did to me personally. We're 350 years out of slavery? But if you look at what we've attained, and if you look at what colonialism did to Africa, it's worse. Africa is the number
So
one
why
oil
not call them
producing,
devils for doing
the number one oil producing country in the world. Do you know where it is?
Nigeria.
Exactly, Nigeria. The 3 richest black people in the world are who?
Nigerians.
Okay, and why?
They oil, concrete, a lot of different reasons.
Because what happened, they were descendants of the people that originally signed the treaties. Native Americans got beads and trinkets.
Inland?
What Europe did to Africa was far worse. What Europe did to Africa was, we're going to let you keep your land.
But how can you describe devilish behavior then scared to call them devils?
Okay, I'm not saying it wasn't devilish behavior, but you can't, at some point, you can't, as 12.5 of the population, if you sit down and your first message is, you blue-eyed devil, you dirty motherfucker.
No one
and
does that.
that person, but you got to, that's what you just did.
No,
and
I
when
gave
you did that,
historical data point.
I'm not just
you
talking
gave-
about,
you left the
we
historical
all
data
know the historical data exists, but where the disconnect comes is when you sit down with a table, and the reality of slavery, only that 1% who's still the 1% in America to this day own slaves. People, a lot of redneck Peckerwoods think that, oh yeah, my family owns you. No, they didn't. You were working along the fields with those slaves. You were called, and they call them red legs. The poor white people that didn't have shoes or socks, and their legs is red because they had to work in the clay. Okay, so what I'm saying with that is, those people didn't own it. So when you're trying to make America greater, or make America right, that's the wrong term to use, but make America right, and you're calling somebody that doesn't know anybody but a slave, who might have 12 friends that are black, or grew up in a black area and cool as shit, or work with black people and there's not any animosity, or grew up with white people and have generally friends that, I was just over my neighbor's house. You know, it was black, Hispanic, and white. Okay, we had a party, we had a great time. So don't look at everybody with the same picture.
No. Who said everybody?
You saying it, dude. When you're saying white, you say it
I'm
every
saying
time.
white people invented racism.
Yes, I agree on that.
All white people didn't do it.
Exactly.
Hey, but listen here. If I draw a picture with a person, no color, clear, with a wide nose, high cheekbones, and big lips. What have I just drawn? What race is that person? Talk to me.
Yeah.
White
Black or
lip?
maybe Asian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Black Asian.
Okay, black Asian. But all black people ain't got big lips, wide nose, and high cheekbones.
Right.
But I just put in your, but I'm saying, so when I'm talking, I don't have to say all white people. That's just, all white people didn't do that. Hell, look at Tina Marie. She blacker than half the Negroes. Tina Marie
What I'm
is the
saying
blackest
is when you're
motherfucker
trying
R&B
to
singer
get
around.
a message across,
Yeah,
and
I
what
see.
Obama did, Obama is the president of America. He's not the president of Black America.
But okay, but
So for us to obtain that level,
fine.
you speak, bro. We agree on a lot of shit, but when you seep anything in hate, nobody want to listen
that's
to them
not hate
bullshit.
if it's true.
Hold, let me ask you this real quick. You just said something. So after 45, 47 has ran his regime and didn't give a fuck of what he's done, what he says, he just does whatever. If another black person becomes president, do you think it'll be different because now they know that they can, or they feel that they can be who the hell they want
Hell
to
yes.
be?
No, I think the next black president is going to keep the same standard of elegance and grace that Barack Obama has began. This trifling behavior of
That guy.
DT is not unique to presidents, white male presidents. He's not unique. He ain't the first. He ain't gonna be the last. When you get black people, black excellence is excellent because there's usually there's nobody who can compare to that. When we do something very, very well, we're usually the best in the world. When we play basketball, we're the best in the world. When we go and use our minds and create scientific inventions, we're usually the best in the world. Our standard of excellence typically is the best or one of the best. And what we got to understand is this is when we have a consciousness, when you have a white consciousness, Donald Trump don't bother you. Because you are hooked in with the whiteness. You American. So you believe in racism has to be a part of what we have to have.
Obama's on his mind 24/7.
Right, because Obama is an excellent human being. Regardless of what I think of him, he's an excellent human being. If you were to say in the last, since we've been alive, there ain't but two presidents that we could actually tote and say, man, this is a hell of a human being. That's Jimmy Carter and Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%.
As by D, and who raised Jimmy Carter? Where was Jimmy Carter in the peanut fields? What was he doing? He was with Sister Mary Ann and them playing with the black children. He was eating collard greens and cornbread. His best friends growing up were black.
So if the next black president doesn't do everything for black people, is he wrong? Is he
I
conscious?
disagree.
No,
I
no,
disagree.
no.
Can I
Because
have a butter?
with Barack, everybody says that he didn't do enough for black
No,
people.
He didn't do enough.
No, this is what I wanted
But
to
that's my
have.
opinion.
I've said a lot. On the first term, he had to toe the company line. On the second term, all I wanted him to do is have a fireside chat where he looked out in the camera and talked to the infected amongst us. Those listeners that don't know what the infecteds are, the YNs. The infected. And I wanted him to have that one-on-one talk because he finally had an opportunity, and he carries a lot of weight. We talked about that last time I was on the show. He carries a lot of weight with us. And what I think what Trump has allowed to happen, and I guarantee you there's going to be legislation to correct it, because he opened up a can of worms that they really realized, oh, shit, the president can do pretty much what the fuck he wants to. And it's going to all get reeled back in because people say, we get somebody else in here, and imagine if another President Obama, like say if President Obama came in after Trump.
Let's put a real name to it. Wes Moore, in my humble judgment, will be the next president of the United States of America.
That's the
governor of Maryland.
Maryland.
He's also the president of the Governors Association, the first black man to ever hold that position.
Okay, so let's say he become,
See, my point was going to happen. And going back to what I was saying, if President Obama came in under Trump, and people really realize, but see, so many people have to drink the Kool-Aid to go up through the ranks the way he came up. He owed people. There's lobbyists. Think about it. It's not just him. It's Bill Clinton and Hillary with the funds they got out of Haiti and never did a damn thing with it. You got the Bushes pardoned his son, the savings and loan. Now his son's a billionaire because he was able to, when he didn't go go bankrupt, he was able to buy the Texas Rangers. So I'm saying every president in the history of America has gotten paid for being president.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now you get somebody that didn't really need the money. He's still making money. Oh, rest assured, when he went over to Saudi Arabia,
Making
he was
more than
making
all
his
of
money. Exactly, making more than all of them because he's making moves and got money to make those moves. So what I'm saying is he's the first one that wasn't beholden. But when you get somebody like Westmoreland that actually has
He beholden.
class and has morals, and they realize, imagine Obama realizing I can do the right thing and I can just close that building down. I can go back and tell Section 8 they got to have these requirements. I can go fix, if he knew he had the power to fix it, but you got to ask this question. He didn't have a House, he didn't have Congress, and he didn't have the backing of a Democratic Party to change institutionalized racism things that they've always set up. Section 8 was Section 8 for a reason, okay? The black nuclear family was destroyed under Section 8, under welfare, okay? Then you roped us in with the redlining. All those things are part of establishment that the Democratic Party and the Republican parties were part of. But if President Obama came in knowing that you can pretty much say, F everybody, I'm gonna do what I wanna do as a president, and they're not gonna be able to stop it, and can't reel it in, and you can make those changes. Some of the changes, think about it, if a Democrat wins, his first 2 years is just gonna be undoing a lot of the things that Trump changed. If a Republican comes in, we really got issues.
So can the next black president have
Any white, black or white, has an ability.
a championship boxing match on the lawn?
Anybody, white or black, anybody that wins
That's
other than
You
Republicans.
said that's trifling.
I don't even think a regular Republican would have the gumption to do what this guy's doing. No,
He's the John Wayne for white folks. They love him.
Yeah, I don't think even if you had another Republican
Not all
president
white
come
folks.
in,
Low. A lot of people, even Republican Party.
I don't think
hate that
they
joke
had the cojones to
do what he
just
did.
do what
Let's
he's
go back
doing.
to the consciousness. When you say that Section 8, you gotta understand, white people receive Section 8 more than us. But let's
Everybody knows that.
But hold on,
Everybody
but let's
knows
see
that.
how you build
Sure
this
knows.
up. So when you give us welfare, okay, you also concentrated us we came from rural South. You concentrated us in areas.
And we settled in the south side of cities.
Right.
The mercantile system fell, but Jews, the Italians,
But
the
hold on.
Polish
You-
were able to move up and out. We didn't. We
You
still there to this
squeezed
day.
us into areas, then you suck the resources out that, like,
Remove the
all
resources.
y'all have run a business to some kind of degree, whether it be your own, just paying your house note or whatever, right? I know what to give each one of you without looking at your books, what is necessary for you to pay your bills or for you to do more than pay your bills, right? So when I intentionally take that out of your environment and then give you a welfare system, which makes you depend on me,
That check. Yeah.
you see what I'm saying? But when white folks in the Appalachian Mountains got it, they still had their trailer park with space. They wasn't congested in that area. Or North Georgia, you see what I'm saying? But when we get to the consciousness, what I'm saying is when you're a conscious white person, how does Donald Trump put the most decorated living president on a picture with an 8 and then gets on a plane to China and all the richest men in the world get on there with him? They could have flew their own plane to China. They get on Air Force One with him. There's no shoes. Now, here it is, Barack Obama, no longer president, and I'm not critiquing his political campaign, but I'm saying he got up the other day and spoke at his library.
Where he talked about,
And he talked about when he was a young organizer and working with the preachers. Now, if you from Chicago, he was working with Jeremiah Wright. And they got a big donation, they got a big government grant to spread AIDS awareness in the black community. And Jeremiah Wright took Barack Obama in. Now, this man, if you know Jeremiah Wright and you hear the goddamn America speech, you ain't bust a move. Goddamn America. Now, they weaponized that against Barack. We cool, Barack. Don't shit on me. We good. Be president. Now you ain't president. You still shitting on me. Hold up. Now why we can't be friends no more?
But is he? It just didn't acknowledge it like he wanted to.
Read Becoming, which is Michelle Obama's book. She shitted on Jeremiah. Jeremiah's in a wheelchair, barely talking. Several strokes.
So
Barack Obama would not acknowledge that man at Jesse Jackson's funeral. He wouldn't acknowledge that man at his memorial time. And that was the only preacher, not to say only preacher, let me put it correctly. He was the main preacher. Wrote one of his recommendation letters to get him into Harvard. He also had his PhD from University of Chicago, Jeremiah Wright. His church is blackety black. It's blackety black. He blackety black. And why this man can say, brother, we disagree in some areas, man, but you're a bright man. And I want to say thank you for the way you helped me.
That's the problem with that. That's what I said
That's
about
when your conscience
both
is
my
not there.
parties. It's not about conscience. It's about when you get to a certain level in American politics, you cannot get there without selling yourself.
He ain't a politician no more, though.
But when you're,
But he can go to Jimmy Carter funeral.
but-
Hey, Donald Trump. Donald Trump.
So
And Michelle was
so let me
Michelle was there. Did she sit with
So
him?
let me ask you a
No.
question now. Let me ask you, but let's just say, if Jeremiah Wright came in, or Jeremiah Wright was sitting there and Barack walked in, you don't think he would go?
He was
address his
there.
name?
He was at Jesse Jackson's funeral. He said Reverend Meek's name. If you watch that, Barack Obama said I was a young guy, had a hole in my car, didn't have any clothes, and remember Meeks? We were running around. Hold up, brother. Jeremiah raised you, bruh.
Right.
The Audacity of Hope, which is the second book. My first book, Dreams of My Father, Audacity of Hope, that was Jeremiah Wright's speech. He named that book in honor of Jeremiah Wright.
No,
He's in the fold.
All that you said is
And so
true.
you can't say, brother, I know we had our disagreements, but I want to say I love you, man.
but you got to
And never
realize
talk to him again.
that's a person. That's a person.
But he can kick
and you
you.
don't know what was said behind closed doors.
That's the problem. But you can
What,
kick
what,
him
what I'm saying,
public with Donald
what I'm
Trump.
saying, it wasn't a kiki. It was a matter of you standing in there, the person coming to address you. That's what I was saying. If there was a situation where they were right there,
They already know not to do it.
I don't think that they would. They would.
They don't let
that
him
he
come
would-
around.
But my point being, if there was a situation, I think we put too much merit into that incident because they were right there.
No,
I mean, and Barack. Now we've said before, Barack is a different type of guy,
And I'm not mad
and
at
he's shown
Barack
that.
for that.
But hold up, but let's just go to so we can move from this, the conscious part of it, the conscious Negro being a dangerous Negro. I mean, I think that was the actual question.
That's a W.B. Du Bois quote.
Correct. And I think it holds true to this day, which is why you can say somebody like Barack is not conscious. I don't know if you said that or not, but the reason why he's so dangerous, the reason why he stays in
his brain.
Dum Dum's brain 24/7, because you know what I mean, he has that certain thing that he still. We look at him in a certain way. We look at that center. We look at that Obama family. We look at that as like that's the epitome of blackness, whether you agree with it or not.
But
That's what we see.
He feels that
We see that is more so. That's the closest thing I think from a black consciousness of a queen king.
Hell no.
I disagree.
We just talked about a man who's married 72 years with 9 children, no scandal to his name.
But
We
that's
ain't
still
gonna do that.
but that's still gonna be. I'm talking about from the consciousness of way more
So
black
why can't he
Americans.
associate with
They're gonna
people?
look at that as what we
So
strive to be.
I can speak on that. When you have a Secret Service detail, I was SWAT commander for Atlanta. I had to sit down anytime a president, senator, or foreman we were called to the Russell Building. We sit down and have planning weeks before, the day of, cat teams out, have all different setups. It's so orchestrated. You might think you got the ability to go left. No, it's already been orchestrated. You got it right. Nothing happens by
the
chance.
president can't do it either?
No, the president can't. Every step he takes has been choreographed by
orchestrated.
local law enforcement and Secret
So
Service.
if
You got
president
snipers.
if president told Jeremiah, come here, brother.
No, because it's already barricades. He'd never get to that point.
Well, how in the hell he keep Ken and he making up with Anthony? What's the boy play for the Timberwolves? They done made a little video.
That was all again set up.
Yeah, that's set up.
They didn't run into each other by chance.
But I think what we going there is the consciousness. And what we saying is,
Yeah.
a conscious black man is going to create a community where black people can heal themselves, educate themselves, feed themselves.
But see, there's that part too, and I'm just gonna say this, and hopefully the Honorable Louis Farrakhan doesn't get me killed for it. But I think if he could have softened his message a little bit. Hold on, let me finish. I'm not, but if you make it where the average African American, the average.
I got my nuts.
What I'm saying is that the average black American that's already a Christian can consume it. He would have got out to the masses. But the fruit of
He
Islam.
did get out to the masses.
No, not the way you think, bro. Not the way you think.
Who led the
I
biggest
listened
march
to
in
the
history?
tapes because it's something we did.
No.
There's a lot of people that wasn't at that march.
No, who led the largest march in American history?
It goes back to the argument I made with you a long time ago. No, no one did. We know no one has.
Who did?
We know Minister Farrakhan
Okay,
did. There's
who
no
sold
question.
out- Who sold out every stadium from 1990 to about 1990? Madison Square Garden.
What I'm saying, you're missing what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he has a message that reaches people that have already had that seed planted in their mind. I'm talking about the people, Christians that got a Bible shoved up their ass
So you're
sideways.
saying bringing in something different.
Bringing in different and get so the average person can consume it. Because if you don't put it to a point of somebody's heart that doesn't think they're blue-eyed devils. And so when you get, because I think his message, like you said,
Don't you think something wrong with
self-help
black people who can't accept that?
Okay, then you change your message so you can get to the dumb motherfucker.
He did.
Okay.
That's
You're
why he
missing
sold out Madison Square Garden. That's why he had millions
You're
of people
missing
at the
my
Million Man
point.
March. I'm saying you
Those
don't
are
bring
people
millions.
that already want to come to the table.
No, when you
I've gone to his speeches.
Madison Square Garden ain't millions. Start off with.
Washington D.C. was over 1 million people.
Evidently, there's a lot more.
I think the point being, we get his speeches. We get the message that he's saying. But I said this to you a long time ago. You still have to. You don't believe it, but you have to be able to partner with other people.
There you go.
And he's not able to partner with other people.
And
the
you know
minister's
what?
not able to partner with other people.
Who?
Other people.
Who
That's
is
not
other
that's
people?
not of the
White
that's not of the black race.
We don't need them.
You do need them.
Evidently.
Why white people? Okay.
You do need them.
I'm talking about black people. We're not even talking about white people
I'm just
here.
trying to use
can't.
an example. Who do white people partner with to create this massive wealth?
They partner with themselves. To be honest with you,
we can't
but-
do that.
1%.
They got it.
Look, wait,
got it.
wait. You said we can't. What you said, and we can't do that. Evidently not.
We can
But the thing is, it hasn't happened.
because we're not conscious.
Everybody is not conscious. But the way
You
you
can
make
be
the,
conscious without
you know
being
the,
anti.
but you know the
Yeah,
way
you can.
you know the way you get them in.
Huh.
You relate to them.
And
You have to relate.
gotta sell
You
everybody
have to.
something
You
they
have
wanna
to
hear.
relate to people.
A good brother named
Yeah, we know.
what's the good brother named Cornel West? He don't call white people blue-eyed devils. But if he see Minister Farrakhan, what's up?
Anybody would that knows the history
Man, Dwayne,
and knows what the man's done. I'm
Wade,
saying,
man,
but
Farrakhan spoke at Nipsey Hussle's funeral, and Dwayne Wade and that boy from FUBU said, "Man, that was a nice speech." Man, them white folks said, "Who did you say something?" Oh no, mess. That motherfucker from FUBU, he's supposed to be a billionaire. He folded up like a goddamn lawn chair after he gave the man a
you're missing what I'm saying. You want what President Obama did. Think about it more than anybody else. The way he said, he got America to embrace the LGBTQ community. If Farrakhan would take one page out of his book, that's all I'm saying.
Farrakhan raised that nigga.
I'm not saying about the
Farrakhan
message.
raised that nigga.
I'm not saying about the message, dude. You missed what I'm saying.
he ain't gonna
I'm
get it.
simply saying
No, I
getting
got
the
it.
message
Y'all-
across to the
y'all-
fact of the person that doesn't want to listen.
No. What
We're
we
12.5 of America. You got to bring all of us
we
on board.
goddamn
You can't
40%
take
of the world.
half of. We're talking about America here.
The world bigger than America.
Okay.
Well, guess where we
spank
live?
Every African country ass in 1 second.
where we
Okay.
live at?
In the world.
Where in the world?
Africa, America, South America.
Where you live?
In Atlanta.
Case closed.
What they got to
In
do with
America, that's what he's talking about. He's talking about the world. We talking about.
You got to win the minds.
You got
of the
to win
people.
here.
Because if he could, this is what I give you.
Got
if
to win
he could come
here.
out
Name me
and
one-
talk about
okay.
self-help, community love, spending money in the community. That's all he talks about. If you listen to his tapes growing up, that's all he talked about. And not a goddamn thing other than the first part of it was Blue-Eyed Devil.
The
and
man-
then he talked for 2 hours about something that could save a lot of souls.
The man
and
made
the
a
ones that
song.
listen, they got it.
The man made a song called "The Black Man's," the white man's heaven is the black man's hell. Okay, he wrote a play about this, but I'm just saying the point. Let me bring us down to a level. Whenever you look at when you look at things like this is when you look at black people, and we as black people, this is why we're not conscious. We have to look at this. There's 2 questions that got to be answered. Are we so fucked up because we fucked up, or is something being done to us? Why is our numbers when it comes to things that are illmatic, inappropriate for building a community, why are we extensively outpacing everybody else in America? The 2 questions. Are we fucked up? Are we born to be criminals, or is something being done to us?
We just talked about that. Section 8.
You ain't asking the
Black
question.
nuclear family
you
got
dancing like a motherfucker.
I
but
think
you
it's.
ain't
I
asking the
think it's. I think it's part of both.
We're not born fucked up. We are geniuses. The world. When
I didn't say you ain't got to be born fucked up to be fucked up.
No, but
So,
that-
wait,
that-
stop. You ain't got to be born fucked up. You said we ain't born fucked up. I didn't say we was born fucked up.
You
I
said
said
both.
I said we are fucked up. That don't mean we born fucked. You
Why?
can become fucked up
Answer
later.
the question.
And it ain't got to be because of what some white person did to
He
us.
done sent his kids to do.
It could be because
Ain't no kid. Fair, that man's telling a bold-faced lie. He had a son go to the University of Virginia, then try to the NBA.
he had
Aggressive.
9 of them though.
He had
but
and
he ain't had none of them
son-
what to do.
No.
Come on, put your stuff up there.
Tell
All
him.
I'm saying, I'm gonna try to
I
say
donate.
it one more
I
time.
donate $100. Anything he said, if he can tell me one of Farrakhan kids what to do.
I'll
But
tell you
I'm
this.
saying this.
You
Listen,
get
what I'm
more,
saying- hold
you
on.
attract more bees with honey. You attract more bees with honey. That's all I'm
But
simply
you
saying.
attract
It's better.
righteousness with truth.
No, but see, you can, okay, until you educate that individual that's sitting over here and bring him, a lot of those same people don't know their history or they wouldn't be, almost said the
telling
word, infected. They wouldn't
I'm
be
telling you,
infected
the
if they knew their
man
history
did that,
because they
which is
know
why
who they,
he got a
no,
million
he
people.
doesn't, and I understand that,
But
but
Barack Obama
you
get a
still
million
got to
people
go
go
back, you still got to go back
did
and get the
depose.
ones you can't, there you go, brother. Uh-huh. Dude, I'm not even an Obama fan like that, but I'm telling you, the man is righteous. And my point is, if he could have softened it,
Yeah,
would
but
you catch the people,
if he-
touch the people
if-
that aren't listening?
if don't
Those
let-
are people, because just him getting there and he reaches out to the ones that don't want to listen.
Okay, so let me
and you
break-
convert those people, because when the
Let me- that-
main
he-
reason
he did
we
that.
kill each other and when number
don't-
one is a homicide
Because
is because we
something's
don't
being
love
done-
each other.
because
So if you
something's
had
being
him
done
come
to
in there
us.
and
How do
show
you
people the light, we don't believe in nothing now.
What?
A large part of us don't even have Christianity.
What?
If you look at go to any black community, this weekend, if
Brother,
you just
take a
drive
minute,
by
take-
on a Sunday
take a minute,
in
take
the
a minute,
bluff,
brother. Take a minute, brother.
go to the bluff.
Take a minute and say this. So there's something being done to us. Because we're the only people in the world that don't have our original names. We're the only people in the world that don't have our original way of being. We're the only people in the world who cannot, if your last name is O'Kelly, and my last name is O'Kelly, and we both from Dublin, Ireland, we're gonna ask each other questions. We're gonna ask, have you ever been to the Red Coffee Beer House? What's your favorite bean to eat? We can't associate that. If a motherfucker name is John Henry, and my name is James Henry, we have something what? We can now build based on our names alone. When you talked about the Greek fraternities, y'all have a brotherhood. You not an Omega Psi Phi, but what you say? We all Greek. That's a brotherhood. You can't have a brotherhood if you don't know who you are.
Freemasons also.
We don't know our names. We don't know our grandmothers. We don't know anything about who we are. So how can we now? And that was done intentionally. Something's being done to us. So when you call people infected, they're infected by whiteness.
But you can't beat somebody over the head and expect somebody that's uneducated to hear that.
I'm telling you, the man brung all the people at the March of Washington wasn't educated. It was niggas out there fresh out the penitentiary. It was niggas out there selling dope.
And he reached out and he spoke to them people. He had a captive audience and he spoke to those people.
Changed the communities they come from.
And I totally agree. Just like the Sunni Muslims
So
did in
why
fucking
were
west
they
side
out
of
there
Atlanta.
selling dope?
No, I'm saying you had people who are drug dealers. They weren't selling drugs there. But they go back to Arkansas, wherever they're from, they were drug dealers. You had people who were pimps. You had people who believed in corruption. These people are the Dominion Man.
So now let me ask you this. Those folks that went back to Arkansas and started selling dope, are you blaming the white man for that?
No, they make a personal choice. But I'm saying when you look at all the people in Arkansas who sold dope, how y'all get all this cocaine? Where it come from?
I get you there.
Because
You're trying to get a history lesson.
No, but I get you there. I get you there. But there, sometimes you have to take responsibility for what you're doing. Exactly.
But you also got to say, how did you get this much dope? Why are we suing Facebook?
But see, as soon as you say that, you take the responsibility off the person that's making the choice to do it.
No, I'm saying the person that did it go to jail. But I'm saying the reason why we sue Facebook and TikTok and you win these class action lawsuits because they know how to put algorithms to make young children become addicted, they're winning because the system is designed for those young children to become addicted. Now all you got to do to say this to each individual kid, just turn your phone off. But then if you just turn your phone off, then you can't sue Facebook.
So are you saying the only conscious people we have are in the nation?
No, hell no.
So there are people.
conscious people in all walks of life, from homeless.
You gotta,
billionaires.
but you gotta. All I'm
To who?
simply saying,
Billionaires.
you have to.
So a billionaire can be conscious.
Yes,
Just not a black billionaire.
they're black billionaires. Yeah,
I thought you said earlier there's no black billionaires that are going to be conscious.
I don't think I said that.
You said something very
I said
similar.
most people who are educated are not conscious. The majority of people who are black and educated, especially from white universities, lack the consciousness.
So if they're uneducated, they're conscious?
No. You can be educated without university also, but you can also be educated and conscious. But I'm saying the majority of educated people, specifically who come from white universities, and they aspire to be in Buckhead. They aspire to live in Alpharetta.
That doesn't make bro.
You feel like that makes them less conscious?
No, it don't make them less conscious. I'm not looking at individuals. I'm looking at the whole picture here.
Okay.
This is macroeconomics.
Okay.
The majority of educated black people do what brother doing. They're not all bad.
No, that's not what I was saying, dude. You can't. I'm just not. I believe.
cool with
I believe in God, dude. I'm not gonna hate everybody.
Love Tina Marie.
But when I have a black only meeting, guess what? Who's not gonna be there? Tina Marie. So when we speak to our brothers and our sisters, like, do you know there's an article today? Korea is now took over France as the #1 producer of hair care and skincare products. Who buy Korean hair care products?
Black folk.
We do. Yeah.
Now, if you was conscious, you wouldn't buy that shit.
So what you
Why
gonna
do
do?
niggas eat at Bojangles? Niggas eat at Bojangles restaurant. They not conscious. Ain't no conscious black man going to Bojangles. Fuck you talking about? Man, how you gonna be conscious eating Bojangles? That's like going to I told you that's like going to Jaime Time juice sandwich shop.
You're not going to use Aunt Jemima syrup?
Fuck Aunt Jemima syrup. And the cracker in General Mills too.
So the only conscious people grow their own food.
Oh my God.
No, bro. No. What conscious people do? Let's take the
Because all food ain't coming from black folks. So,
No.
So how can you?
But what conscious people do is, for example, black people should be eating collard greens. We talked about this before.
We do.
We eat more collard greens than anybody in the world, and we own the most money made from collard greens don't go to black people.
Okay, so does that
If
mean?
we were conscious, we would be able to, as our consciousness grows, we're going to be able to exclude the white people and go to the black people. I'm talking about from the farm to the technology to make the farm work more efficient, to the universities to help the farmer build better greens, to the trucking company, the logistics company, to the shells. So, for example, a Mexican can't boycott. He can't boycott Target. When we talked about that, why not? Because he be fucking himself. Because who the number one beer seller in the world? Modelo. Where Modelo at? When you go to, who sell more tacos? When you go to Walmart, Target, them taco shells, who make them taco shells?
I understand
Who
what
make
you're
them
saying.
taco? Answer the question, brother. Let's get to it.
Mexican.
Who make Goya spices?
Why, but I'm trying to figure out why are we talking about Mexicans
No,
boycotting?
I'm saying
Target?
Mexicans can disrespect black people, which their president has done. Not drop a beat.
Everybody can disrespect black
Because
people.
we don't know who we are. We're not conscious.
No, listen. For a lot of that, there's a truth to that. There's a truth to that. We and we've said it before. Our culture is
Like I said,
is shook.
We have
Because
different.
we don't really have. I still don't believe we really have a true culture because we're called black. You know what I mean? We're called a color. We're not called. We don't have a race. We a lot of things I think we've lost out on
Preach it.
over what's taken from us. For that part, I agree with, and I think we've lost so much of that. You know, but a lot of that is still. A lot of it's still our fault, though.
A rape victim is the fault.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying in terms of what we do with it, because a lot of us still go to the negative route as opposed to the positive route.
No, most of us choose positive, but we don't control the outcomes of the media. Majority of
That's
black
true.
children are born in loving relationships. The majority. The majority of people who are the most highly educated people in this country are black, percentage-wise.
Okay.
We got the highest percentage in jail. We got the highest percentage of college graduates per our 12.5%.
That's my point.
That was the point I was just making.
That's my point.
So, but how often is that given to us as the example of what blackness is? We always say the infected, but then it comes down to them two questions. Either we are born fucked up or something's being done to us.
We know it's a system.
So
but the point
I think again I go back. We got to move past this, but I think it still goes back to the point I said earlier with y'all to the argument. It was it was an outstanding argument only because it just shows the two sides that I think that
puts
that separates. That's the separation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because those two sides, if they ever found a middle ground, I think we can finally
You
do
can't
something.
do it because one
But
side.
that- but why we
you
can't-
See, you're being negative.
It has.
You're
But I'm
you
saying,
can't.
I'm
You
saying,
gotta go back and get those
if
people.
they
look,
found a
and
middle
I-
ground, bro, we got a chance.
And I don't think that Mike is saying in regards to the
Who's Mike?
message.
That's your real name.
My bad. Damn.
Mike
MJ.
Johnson.
I mean MJ. Michael Riley. Michael Riley. He's a Riley. But I don't think what he's saying is that the message that the minister put across
Is a consumable
should be consumed by others, but they're still within our race that it has to be consumed by also. Like you said, he had 1 million whatever there. But if it was different, he could have even had even more.
But that was his. Hold on, that was his portion. But let me show you how this goes. Right, Farrakhan not alone. He not exclusive. You know, gonna be at Khadijah's funeral singing. They got a guy named Stevie Wonder. That's one of Farrakhan's closest friends. They got a guy named Tavis Smiley. They got a guy named Cornel West. They got a guy named Sister Soldier. They got a guy named, there's so many people, well, some of the women, there's so many people that are aligning with him.
Of course.
So if his message is too harsh, get it from.
People love him though. I mean, it's not like they don't love him. It's not like they don't love him.
I'm not saying anything's wrong with you saying, but what I'm basically saying, you want to keep on preaching and teaching when you got people that won't stop killing each other.
The way to get it,
something's
no,
being done to us.
exactly. But you got to put
So
a message
something's being
that
done
they will
to us.
consume. You're talking about a message that's so far out of their reach.
It's not. It's not. He's not exclusive.
Evidently, it is.
No, it's not.
If it's not being heard by certain people,
Because
what does that
something's
mean?
being done to us. The crowd,
But how do
man,
you? But you can't stop what's being done. You can't
You
stop.
can.
How?
By being in coalition, by being my brother.
So to be in coalition, I got to understand what he's saying.
Exactly.
So if I don't
Or
understand what he's saying or not,
Yeah.
I can't be your brother if I don't understand what he's saying.
Right? The safest place to
Dude,
be.
you're preaching to people.
The safest place to be, whether you got sense or not. Man, who in here grandmama never said, you better watch them white folk now? Who grandparent didn't tell them that? From the motherfucker that's doing 100 years in the penitentiary to goddamn Michelle Obama. Who grandmama didn't tell them or granddad didn't say, you better watch them white folk?
What does that mean?
That means everybody's being taught a lesson that who our oppressor is not our friend.
But
But we keep trying to love him and bring him to our
It ain't
finish
got
line.
nothing to do with it. I'm saying the people that are not, it's just like with Christianity. If you got somebody that doesn't know the Lord's word, you got to crusade. You got to get it to them. Seventh-day Adventists do it. Door knockers, Jehovah's Witnesses. They also go out and spread the word by knocking on the door. They'll knock on the same door 100 times till they finally get you to open, and they're gonna send that pamphlet out. What I'm saying, if your message, me and you see like this, when we disagree, is the fact that you got to reach back and get that infected. And that infected, he's a hand-to-mouth type of person.
and you're right.
Whatever he gets
Something
in his
is being
hand,
done to
he's
him.
got to consume it. And I'm saying
gotta stop
the
the
system.
part.
It's a system.
how do
But
you
you
create-
got to let him teach him from the system, but you got to reach him in a way that he'll understand.
And that's
If you're
being
talking
done.
to somebody that's been taught Christianity, but he's still in the street, you got to speak to him in a way that you're going to reach him, not the ones that are A-type personalities that want to listen and gravitate to Farrakhan. You got to get a message out there where the one that has no knowledge,
Sports
no
analogy.
self-love. they gotta get-
Sports analogy. As a coach, you can't coach everybody the same way.
Correct.
Same thing.
He not
Your
exclusive,
message. Your message can't. That's according to you. That's
saying
that's the
that-
name you've been preaching until just a
I'm
minute
not
ago.
a man with all my heart, but what I'm saying
So-
is you also got other brothers and sisters out there doing work. And when they do their work, for example, you got people like who say, man, Farrakhan, I don't like his position on gay people. But they'll still hug the brother. I'm saying you got people say, I don't like his position on how he treat women in the nation. I don't like Muslims' perspective on this part of religion, this and that. But they'll still hug the brother. I'm saying that we got educated black people who got power and positions to make moves who would not hug this brother. So their conscience is not there.
And I'm saying to you, they can still make moves. They can still be conscious without necessarily having to associate with that side.
But the one thing
they can still do it.
But the one thing that must be consistent, regardless of your position, y'all hate me for saying that, but it's FYT.
It can't be. It does not. I disagree with
That's
that.
vulgar. But let me say it in a more professional and a nice
You-
way.
you-
We must give credit to our oppressor for oppressing us. And if we give credit to our oppressor for oppressing us,
There are enough people on the other side, white, black, whatever
Shit.
color, who
Tell them
don't
that.
necessarily necessarily agree with.
they ain't got to
No.
agree. It's the truth.
They don't have to agree with it. They don't mean that we've got through every fight we've ever had. You've had to have it. You've had to win it. Every step you had to win it with the help of the other side. There's no you can argue that till the sun comes home, but there's no history that's going to prove
they're
it.
not going to be at the finish line.
There's-
with us,
there's-
babe.
Hey, listen,
5% population.
real quick, man, real quick.
They can't come to our finish line.
Whether they want to hold the thing up or
Nobody
not,
does.
they're not. You're
So
not.
Jews are
You're.
not gonna bring Germans to their finish line. Jews not bring Nazis to their finish line.
And again,
Indians don't bring British to their finish line.
because you're talking about Jews. You're talking about again cultures. We're right here in this United States of America. We don't have the assistance of those. You said how many Nigeria had the three richest what?
Black
Men
men.
in America.
Okay,
I'm in the world.
In the world. Where's
Three of the
their assistance to us at?
Man, what you talking about?
Where's their assistance to us at? What are they doing for us here in America? Help me out. Tell me something I don't know.
They giving us okay. They've given us opportunities to come there.
No.
I'm just telling you the system.
Where is their assistance at?
I'm telling
with how are they assisting us here?
You got a brother.
How are they assisting
Who your
us?
son work
Hold
for?
on. How are they assisting us?
Who
in
your
these
son work for? You about to answer your own question. Your son do the IT work.
No, he's working for the guy.
They be in Africa, right?
Yeah, he does some contracts in
And
Africa.
where that nigga from?
He's from here. He's from America.
He working in Africa.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Okay. That's a guy who has a contract in Africa.
But he ain't got to have it. They give it to him because they work together.
No, but you were trying to break down the cultures. Nazis can't. Germans not gonna take them to the finish line. They're not gonna do. I'm saying to you, people, they're not coming over here saving us.
I just gave an example.
He's going over there. Yeah. How's that the example?
Legitimately tried to help us with Gaddafi, and you see what that got him.
Barack Obama shot Muammar Gaddafi.
Well, my point is,
Niggas
you have to set up. You have to set up.
Muammar Gaddafi was killed by Barack Hussein Obama.
You got to reach out, and you got to get the lowest people on the totem pole.
We doing that, brother.
And the ones. No, my point is, you have a message that they can all consume. I say this all the time.
But we can't say that. We keep trying to bring. You can't bring white people to a black finish line.
I'm not talking black. I'm talking purely black people.
They don't have to be at the finish line, but they're gonna help you organize that race.
They can help you all you want, but
they're gonna help you organize that race. That's all I'm talking about, though.
Okay.
That's all I'm talking about. I'm saying whether they help you organize or not, you're gonna have that assistance. You're not gonna do it without the assistance.
They're gonna help us how we allow them to help us. You don't get to tell us. And for example, Dearborn, Michigan is home of Henry Ford. Henry Ford is an award-winning racist. Got an award from Adolf Hitler for you are a great racist. Henry Ford.
Okay.
Dearborn, Michigan has Arab billboards, Arab grocery stores. They're not bringing Henry Ford to their finish line. They used him as appropriate to bring safety to their community.
Okay.
Now they have a city in Michigan, just outside of Detroit, where they can feed themselves. They got control of the hospital, the politics, the education. They pray in the school. It's no big deal. They are safe.
Who are they again?
Muslims, Arab Muslims.
They
you got Indians.
They got a culture.
We got one too, but we got to associate with it.
You're trying to force people to this level. You know what you need to do first? You got to get people to take this step. You got to keep people to this step.
I'm telling you that's happening, bro. What you call Sister Soldier trained hundreds of thousands of children. That's how you get Jasmine Crockett. She's the product of this. That's how you get 19 Keys. That's how you get people who are aspiring great black young people. They are trained by people like that. And Farrakhan ain't exclusive. He ain't alone. It's a lot of people doing it. But we got to stop. We got to first, but they can't come to our finish line. Indians from India are 10 times richer than us. Koreans are 10 times richer than us. And guess who they don't bring to their finish line? Their oppressor.
They came in as a culture. They came in together.
And
brother, if you be the motherfucking, if you be the drum,
I'm just telling you.
if you be the drum in South America, Jamaica, India, Australia, and Kanye West drop a beat, every nigga here gonna do this. Ain't never heard the beat.
I would just love to see the richest people in Nigeria, the richest in the world. I would love to, because I didn't know that. I know there was one that was rich. I didn't know it was three.
There's three of
I know, because I saw one had that whole big estate, had all these things, had all the oil, had all. I mean, it's a whole nother level of money. But I've never seen them come over here. I've never seen them come over here and do classes and do all the things. Yes, what?
You know David O, the African singer, the Afrobeat singer?
No.
David O.
What about
You
him?
know Burna Boy?
Yeah, I've heard of Burna Boy.
Man, what you think they doing?
What?
Who they working with? David O went to Clark, Atlanta. He giving money to Clark.
All I'm saying is I know them Afghans, I know them Indians, I know all them people have cultures and they put stuff together and they're bringing people over here and they're making money and they're showing their people how to make money. That's all I'm saying. I haven't seen that from them.
David O' Daddy is one of them millionaires, one of them billionaires.
And if they got that kind of money, that means they can command some stuff.
They doing it.
Okay.
But we not. You got if you go to Clark.
I mean, we've been talking for the last hour about Brother Farrakhan. We ain't been talking about, you know what I mean?
Farrakhan Yes.
That's all I'm saying. But
Okay,
you'll stay on Farrakhan all night, bro. We ain't gonna do it. You know, it took a whole hour on Farrakhan. Hey, listen, JT, just real quick, I gotta get everybody's opinion on before I do this top 5. LeBron James trade. What you think? I mean, LeBron James going free agent,
leaving
LA.
Lakers.
Good thing. You like it?
I think it's a good move for him. There's several teams. I think he'll end up on like Dallas.
Heck no. Dallas,
will.
why?
No.
They got a nice group. Nice group.
Nah, I don't see him going to Dallas. He don't want to go nowhere. He got to teach. He ain't trying to teach no more.
I could see why the Golden State thing is attractive, but the thing is, if you're going to win, that's not gonna happen. You ain't ready for them young guns out there. You have to come somewhere east. At first, I was thinking Cleveland, but if you think about it a little more, I think that Miami would be the better step for them in regards to trying to win a championship.
You know that.
See top 5, Dwayne.
That nigga ain't gonna win no more.
You don't think he'll win no more?
That nigga 45 years old. That nigga better try
He a
to get
different
I don't
45,
give a fuck
42,
what
whatever.
That
He
nigga
different.
ain't 22.
He different, bro.
I know B still on here. I know B happy about it because he couldn't stand LeBron. He was tired of him.
I think I'm gonna go to Golden State because I think him and Steph. He always talked about wanting to play with Steph.
They talked about playing with each other for
Yeah,
sure.
it would be. They would
They
have a lot of
close
fun.
friends.
They would have a lot
And
of fun.
They got championships.
But they ain't gonna win no championship.
They ain't got to. They friends. I mean, just like kicking with your
Well, I'm
mom for the
saying
last couple years.
if you're just trying to go somewhere to play with your friends, okay, cool. But if you're doing it to win a championship,
Why you say they can't win a championship?
say again,
Why you say they can't win a championship?
too old,
Too old.
too old. They not.
Them niggas ain't
We
back
just
to
looked
back.
at,
They make
and
too
San
long to
Antonio is young, and they learning. They not gonna beat that. They not gonna beat that. Might not beat OKC. It's a gauntlet in the West. It's a gauntlet in the West. In the East, he goes to Miami. They're the number 1 seed in Miami. Off top. Off
Man,
top.
is LeBron still good?
Yes.
I'm talking about good.
But they could have made a
You
step.
said good.
I'm sorry.
I ain't say good. I say he's good. But again, you
At
talking
40
about
at 41 years old,
you talking about him
want
getting
a
with-
playoff series
He 44.
by yourself.
by himself. You talking about him
Fuck,
getting
fuck.
you talking about him getting with Giannis and Bam Adebayo and now the little Hardaway boy. Hey man, Miami is number 1 seed if he goes to Miami right now.
Right.
Period.
Let me tell you something.
Right now.
Period.
All
Everybody
y'all-
saying the
everybody
Knicks.
here
No.
play Sports, right?
The Knicks is gonna be bad. If he go to the Knicks,
I don't
they
give a
drop
fuck
it.
what you do. An old bull can't do what no young bull do.
but the thing
A
is if he
3-year-old bull gonna get all them heifers
if he join himself
Oh,
He ain't by
with
yourself though.
if he
No,
join
you
himself
forget the
with
old
Miami,
saying.
he's
Old
not
bull.
the old he has younger bulls. That's what I'm saying. I think that he could go to Miami and do if LA had a center.
I think y'all forgetting Golden State got a young team surrounding Steph
They
now.
got that Michigan boy.
They do. They got a young team. They just got 2 old heads left. That's it. Draymond and Steph, who else old on that team?
And that's
the
who
rest
had-
of them young.
Draymond gone.
And in the playoffs,
Huh?
that's
Draymond gone.
Nah,
man.
Draymond.
Yeah, Draymond took a pay cut.
Yeah. He
So that
gonna set his
LeBron can
contract
come.
up so LeBron can come.
yeah.
That's all. That's a setup.
I just feel that
but they would be 3 old guys surrounded by youngsters.
they got the youngsters,
They got youngsters, bro.
but it's 3 old guys.
yeah.
I just
But they ain't
But
regular
Steph
old.
Curry ain't no regular old
They
guy.
ain't regular
sure
old.
ain't.
And Draymond still do what he do.
They ain't regular old.
That's
Them niggas
hard.
Old. Them niggas the best old.
Yeah, they are.
Okay,
They are.
still run them out.
Yeah, I still think that them
I
young,
don't know.
I still think them young boys.
Nobody shoot.
OKC should have been in the finals last year if they didn't have the injuries. I just see,
Exactly, and they would have beat New York.
I believe they would have.
yeah, that Miami, he in the finals.
I agree with Miami.
In the
They'll
West-
be a dominant team.
In the West, that's a gauntlet to get through to the
This is a better
finals.
question though. Is the bubble championship real?
Absolutely.
I think
that's a penitentiary championship.
Yeah.
I think it was more. I think it's more of a mental championship. You know, mentally that's rough. That's rough to do.
You know that shit ain't real. That goddamn bubble
You said a
championship ain't
penitentiary
real.
championship.
That's a penitentiary
If
championship.
anybody else would have won that championship outside LeBron, nobody would have had that opinion. The only reason people had that opinion is because LeBron
Had
won
that
it. That's the only reason.
Anybody won.
Well,
Chris
you
Paul,
say that because that's how it
That
happened.
shit
But I believe anybody else would have won.
Them niggas was the penitentiary.
And the
They
one
wouldn't have said
and
that.
the one thing that in the bubble that you nobody had home court advantage.
That's
So
the
that's
problem.
that. I don't think that's. I think that's even more of a thing to why you win
That's
it.
penitentiary ball, man.
Hey.
Everybody sleep in the same
Hey.
hotel, wake up, play tomorrow.
Hey, penitentiaries got championships too. They got champions too. So
Only 5 songs. Nash, Lauryn Hill.
No, he only got one album. That ain't you can't really do that.
No,
Hey,
she
you know
got
what?
one album, but
You know
she's
what?
also got 2 out with the Fugees, so you can't.
real talk. I actually watched the
BET
BET Awards.
That's where it came from.
I watched it because T.I. was doing this thing, and I actually thought that it was going to be later in the show where T.I. and his kids was going to come on together. That's why I watched it. But that Lauryn Hill tribute was so fire.
So fire.
Who was in it?
That shit
There's a bunch of folk in it. I ain't
fire.
But the song, they did the song, they had.
When Nas came out,
Oh, man.
killed it.
Killed it.
That's his girl.
And then when she came out when she wasn't supposed to, and sung and did a song, and then on the going out she did another song. You know, Lauren was there on time. Let's start that off. She was there on time, and her daughter doing her thing was dope. I thought that BET did a better job than they've done in years. I hate that they didn't have the cipher. I mean, they had a cipher, but
Yeah,
it
it's
wasn't
like with a
it wasn't
comedy
real
cipher.
you know. But yeah, I thought the BET. I had that in here too.
That's us being with us.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Nash gave me a
better
great
award
top
show.
5. I'm gonna use that one next week, but this one I just couldn't because of the BET Award just happened, and I watched that Lauryn Hill tribute. I watched it last night, and I was like, "Oh man, that'd be a dope top 5, man." Cause Lauren, during that tribute, it just brought back. It was like Lauren was, hey man, to only have done one album, but again 2 albums with the Fugees, so you still gotta give credit to those
She got
songs as
one
well.
on MTV.
Hey, Lauren was
I'm one of those.
Lauren was one of the best.
I'm one of those that always said, "Damn man, she only did one album." Blah 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 blah. But after seeing the awards
She
and
did
seeing
the greatest
the
album
joints
of
that
her
came up,
decade.
it was fire.
She had the
Yeah.
greatest album of her decade.
And her speech was majorly dope.
What'd she say?
The speech that she did, I mean, she basically talked about blackness.
She talked yo talk.
Yes, sir. She talked
cool
about
to me. She
blackness.
Talk yo talk.
She talked about
She talk yo
blackness.
talk.
You know Lauren cool with the minister, right?
I'm sure she is.
She talked
Do
her
it.
blackness and
A
brought
guy
it in.
named Amari Baraka. You know what Amari Baraka's greatest speech was?
She brought it in.
Fuck America, goddamn America. How can America? Where he gave it at? HBO Def Comedy Jam.
Listen, I get the fuck America thing, but unless we all leaving,
We ain't gotta leave. We just gotta be each other's brothers.
you can't fuck America and be each other's.
The
If
Arabs
you're
do.
gonna be in America,
You know you got
can't just fuck
you know
it.
you got Iranians here who say fuck America, and they in this motherfucker chilling.
I wish
But I
we.
wouldn't say fuck America. 'Cause I'm part of America, and I built this motherfucker. My ancestors, and we continue to help build it and make it stronger.
So
All
why
we
you
have
want to bring the
do
white folks in the
is
finish
bring-
line?
I'm not saying it's not anything about
It's not
white
the finish
folks.
line. I think
We
I
need
think you
to
just need
solidate
need to
enough.
get
Why do you
certain
think
things done.
Jews started fucking with black
Did you
people?
enjoy the BET Awards more than you did the Oscars?
I don't watch the Oscars.
I don't watch the Oscar neither.
Cause that's us. That's my brother, man.
But it's in America.
And I'm
Again,
saying-
so it's hard to say fuck America when you live here.
no.
Yeah. Okay.
That's, this lady on my shirt said it with a pistol.
Because she was treated in a certain kind of way that
And she ran to
She was
another.
treated like a mild. She was treated like a mild Arbery. She was treated like Carmelo Anthony.
You right.
Yeah. Facts. She ran to another part of
And she
America.
told
America.
you know she told them Negroes.
She ain't run to
you
Africa.
Negroes, she know she told them Negroes, and she died in her 90s.
In the world.
She lived on planet Earth with,
Oh.
but okay.
I forgot
Top
about
5.
Horford. Damn.
Who was that?
Oh, and Porzingis, he in and out with his mysterious illness.
They probably get rid of Horford if LeBron come though.
And they just
Ain't no
signed.
point-
They just
ain't no
signed
point in
Porzingis to
Yeah, just
40
That's the big
million
white boy
over
from
2
Michigan.
years.
I mean, from Wisconsin.
Horford. Horford's
Porzingis. Remember that
Porzingis
big
is
white
from
boy?
overseas.
overseas. Yeah.
Yeah, he used to play here in Atlanta and Boston
He
and
good.
New York. When he's healthy, he's a 7'1" guy that can
What
shoot.
topics are the top 5 out?
But
Is he better than Anthony Davis?
I said top five Lauryn Hill songs, B. The top 5 Lauryn Hill songs of all time. I watched BET Awards last night. They gave a great
We're
tribute
gonna
to
be
her.
repeating some songs. Though.
Oh yeah, I mean
We
some will
ain't
be
got no
repeated, but it's
choice.
a
Shit, name one.
man. Lauryn Hill got a catalog, man. I don't know what
she
y'all
don't.
talking about.
She got
It-
probably 25, 30 songs.
That's a nice catalog for somebody.
If a rapper got 100.
Listen, but imagine 25, 30 songs and still have that kind of relevance
Because
into
she had
the
the greatest
music.
album of her decade.
And
That's all I'm just saying.
And you know why she
I just
has
felt like I need to get some tribute to
because she put everything into that, and that's why I think that is a lifelong album that's going to last.
I mean, between Lauryn Hill and Anita Baker, they about the only two artists that just walked away at the top of their game.
and just
They were at
sound
the
good.
complete top of their game. But
Uh-huh.
real quick, one last thing I want to bring up was because you said something about the old bull versus new bull. We talked about Serena Williams the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, man.
Serena Williams went down, but
She went down
Did you
today.
see how she looked?
This is her moment. This is that Michael Jordan against the Orlando Magic moment. She's gonna train like crazy, and watch the next time she come back. Watch it.
But the question was power, losing the weight.
I hadn't seen it.
Okay, I watched the second set. Into the second set, she won that. In the third set, she ran out of gas. Because the second set went into extra. She won 7-6. But to come back and go 3 sets with a youngster still says a lot.
That's 20 years old. She's 44.
But she played
Still
the
says a
105th
lot.
ranked youngster. She didn't play the good one.
But what you just say about the old bull can't be the young bull, can't be the old bull. I mean, old bull can't be the young bull.
Yeah,
The
hey,
old bull said the old bull.
she get
the
that
young
bull-
on top of the hill.
when is the U.S. Open? When is that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's the one in New York.
No, you know we don't know nobody.
She hate that one though. But good, what you about to say?
Remember the old bull and the young bull sitting on top of the hill? There's all the cows down in the valley. Young bull looked like you said, oh, let's go down there and fuck them all. Old bull looks at no.
Colors.
And wait for them to come up here.
And fuck them all.
But you know something? The young bull got the
Rush
what?
down there, you're going to miss a lot of them.
But you know what the young bull can do? The young bull can knock him back to back. That old bull.
Hey, I'm like Toby Keith. I'm as good once as I ever
Yeah,
was.
so it's gonna be good to see how this goes with her. Damn.
She ran. I think she ran out of gas. You know what I mean? She
As
didn't
you
have.
said, she couldn't get
She didn't have
side
the
to side.
She didn't have the fluidity.
Yeah.
She didn't have the fluidity. I think she
hips
still
tight.
had good power, but
Them hips tight.
yeah. She didn't have the fluidity, but you can't come back from that long of an off. You know what I mean? And compete at this level. Wimbledon. That's why I said earlier. I said last week I said I wish she started somewhere else. Going to Wimbledon, just jumping right into Wimbledon, I thought was too much for her. But
I got to repair my.
but shout out to her to make 3 sets coming back from what 4 years?
With that doubles though, only having half the
Big difference.
Hey, I think they're
Big
gonna
difference.
do something in that doubles part though, for real. They don't. I think what's the day? Tuesday. I think Thursday or Friday.
He did mess that quote up, B. I know that
I
one.
messed it up, yeah. I hope nobody would notice, Nas.
I noticed. I wasn't gonna call him out, but I was like, that's not how I go.
Well, basically,
I
young
gave
bull
him
wanted
that.
to rush down there and
I gave him that.
He said, let's take our time and get them all. Just don't rush down there. I did mess that up.
Well, I tried to work with you. I gave you that and everything.
Thank you. He come and you call me out.
I wasn't gonna say it. B said, I was like, yeah. That's
He called it.
But if you saw the look on my face, I was like,
But that's old school. Hey, half our audience will think I was right.
Look, because B a little older too, so that's why he know the quote. Oh, just signed Horford. He ain't going nowhere. Yeah, the Wizards said they ain't letting AD go nowhere. That would be
That's what
crazy.
Wizards
I
said.
didn't understand why they were.
yeah.
I don't understand why they was gonna let him go anyway.
They can get any kind of big man.
Bro, it's the East. The Washington can
Melo in
be.
Minnesota. That's interesting.
Hey, Washington can
They gonna be
end up
entertaining for
in the
sure.
playoffs.
Washington
That
gonna be a
squad-
good scheme.
Yeah,
That squad.
man.
I
They
agree.
can end up in the playoffs,
If AD
bro.
stay healthy, they could be a good team.
That-
But
my bad.
AD and being healthy,
That part.
ain't went together in a long
Julio
time.
Jones of
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah.
Stub his toe. This a wrap. All right. Dwayne, you got your top five?
Top
so
five
that we can
Lauryn
repeat,
Hill
so we can
song,
repeat
man.
them all.
We're going. Y'all disrespecting Lauren, man.
That means we got to get 20 songs.
Yeah, no.
25.
I guess I started off.
I think going to Miami too, B.
Of course, we just started off with Nas, Lauryn Hill, If I Rule the World. Number 2, we're gonna go with His Eyes on the Sparrow.
That's from the movie.
Number 3, we're gonna go with X Factor. Oh yes. Number 4, we're gonna go with Looking Back. And then last but not least, We're gonna go with Joyful Joy from Sister Act 2.
I think people forgot that she was on Sister Act.
I don't know how they did.
I
She
see,
stole the
you know.
movie.
All right, I'm gonna do some Fugees too. Ready or Not. Woman No Cry. She did the Bob Marley. That Thing. Killing Me Softly. And let's see what else.
Dang, forgot about that one.
See there?
That song. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't call it. I said Ready or Not. I said
Yeah.
He said ready.
Ready or Not. That's it. I'll just do it.
What you got, Two Free?
I got Lauryn Hill with Nas.
Okay.
It don't matter. I got Lauryn Hill with Raz Baraka. You know what that is? The mayor of Newark. And the whole Miseducation, the Miseducation Lauryn Hill album. That motherfucker,
Just so you can't remember one.
Right.
Try to be slick.
the whole album.
We know the album. You just
Shell
said,
game
you said
was-
she only had
Shell
one album,
game.
so how you gonna say the whole album?
Name a song.
Yeah, it said she had one album. Someone ain't the whole album.
Name a song. One.
Told you since that over, did she though?
Zion.
There you go.
Man, the whole album, that was one of the few albums in the whole world since the history of Negro singing that you can pop that joke in from beginning to end and
Listen
not
to the
skip
whole
nothing.
thing.
Whole album was nice. Whole album.
Not skip. Even the intros and outros is good.
Even the intros and outros, and they all had a message.
All right. I have All That I Can Say.
Frank.
Fuji La La. Or Fuji La.
They own me, boy. I'm glad you here. You gonna
And
be
the Toby.
Zion.
Oh, I'm sorry. All That I Can Say, Fuji La, Killing Me Softly, X Factor, and The Lost Ones.
And you can remember lines for a movie, but you can't remember what you wrote down.
Hilarious.
He is right though, JT.
He is right, JT.
You do a whole play without no notes. For 2 hours.
Yeah, I remember that. I can't say no that.
Hilarious.
I had to go back. I'm like, wait,
Let's see here. Steph, Draymond, LeBron. Oh yeah, we read that one. Lauryn Hill. She arguably has the best female solo album of all time. All right, my mom got to Zion. Is that Doo-Wop? Doo-Wop. X Factor, Ready or Not, and Everything is Everything.
yeah.
I'm going with mom.
Most underrated flow from her is Year the Dragon. That Coach Nash. Where's Jose? Right, nigga, y'all. He wants something to look at. She's supposed to be here next week. We'll see where she at. Let's see here. Total took Sister Act over. Where your top 5 at, B? Make all your comments, but you ain't said your top 5. Where your top 5 at,
Get
Frank?
him off.
Y'all on MJ, but y'all don't get your top 5.
About attacking poor MJ.
I definitely got to Zion. While they put theirs in, they put them in. My sister named my nephew after that song.
With Zion?
His Eyes on the Sparrow, definitely got to put that in there. No Woman, No Cry. No Woman, No Cry. Did somebody say that already? Okay.
She has some good ones on
Somebody
MTV.
said, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. Okay. Can't Take My Eyes Off of You.
That's her whole catalog.
She used to do a lot of coverage too. She's beautiful.
Ready or Not.
Yeah, of course. I think that was in everybody's.
Was it? Okay. Because I wasn't paying on it. Somebody said Lost Ones. We do that one.
I said that one.
Every Ghetto, Every City. Another good one.
Who would be her equal on the men's side?
The Lauren.
For one album?
No, she can sing,
Rap.
rap, and act.
Jamie, no. He ain't
Jamie
ra-
can sing, but he can't sing. sing.
Yeah, he ain't rapped.
He ain't no rapper either. I'm sure he could, but
Shit. Will Smith can't sing.
That's a good question.
It's a good one right
I'ma
there.
tell you who it is. But he can't act.
Who?
CeeLo Green the closest thing, but he can't act.
And you just said who the closest thing. That's
Yeah,
not close.
that ain't close.
But he can rap and sing equally good.
I mean, I could say Will Smith. He
Will
can
Smith
rap.
can't
And,
sing.
But he can
he
rap.
can rap and act.
I doubt that.
He can
now.
act his ass off.
Huh?
I don't know about all that.
What? Hey,
Why? Because he
hey,
acted white actors in the film.
No.
All right, B got X Factor, That Thing, Ready
that's a
or
good
Not,
question, though.
Ooh La La, Enjoy My World Lives in Zion.
Rap, sing, and act. Ja Rule.
He can't sing.
He sung on all his rap songs.
I wouldn't call that singing.
The closest thing is CeeLo, but CeeLo never did.
No, that can do all three though. We ain't talking about that you can do two of the three. Who can
I
do
would
all
put it to
three?
two. Who can rap and sing as good as her? Chris Brown can't rap.
Yeah, he can.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown might be it.
Chris Brown can rap. Chris Brown can do it all.
Yeah,
And can dance.
that might. Yeah,
He
he's
can
damn.
rap.
He can rap.
Hell
Where's
yeah.
rap album at?
Oh yeah, he
rapped on a
had a
couple
rap
songs.
album. He rapped on a couple of
raps
songs.
on
But I'm gonna
couple
tell you
Ain't no album,
something.
but
I'm gonna tell you. I thought he was the next one, but he beat up Rihanna and everything changed on him, bro. But his acting
he
is
definitely would've been the next.
yeah, man. He would have been the next one. But that's still a good
It
question.
might be Bojangles.
Who can really do all three?
Bojangles.
Yeah, that's tough. For him.
Damn.
They can do all three. It's tough. A lot of them can do two.
Yeah. But all three?
Right.
We got a call.
Work call.
All right, so
Worker 19. Get your ass in.
2 free. Go and let them know.
You catch me on what's my fan base? 2 free.
Yeah, the new fan base. Still on Marketplace though, right?
Yeah, every week, every day. I got to get some stuff tomorrow.
Ask a cop.
The only thing I have is I love what Atlanta's coming together, hosting a soccer game. If you go to one of those events, you will have a good time. It's excellent. Can't afford a ticket though, but go down to the events, we had a real good time.
Let's go down.
It seems that they didn't do. The traffic wasn't what they thought it would be, and from what I'm hearing, the businesses aren't doing what they thought they would do either. And I think 'cause a lot of it,
went everywhere.
Yeah.
They went everywhere. They didn't. They were all over the state and came in for the game.
Yeah,
but they didn't have a lot of
We had them out in McDonald's.
Latin countries.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think that'd have made a big difference.
They bring hate.
Yeah, I'm like Ask a Cop. I think they fanned out because Atlanta has, certain restaurants, and I think most people came to this country wanting to do the restaurants they've heard
A lot
about.
of them didn't have the money that people assume because one of the tickets is high to rap pussy, and then when you're talking about a lot of people for Airbnb, I know people that at least
$2,000 a night.
Two and more. And I think a lot of people say, "Well, I'm gonna pay this when I can go to
Stone
McDonough, Henry County, Stone Mountain,
Yeah.
and pay $75 a night, $100 a night." So I think they lost a lot of that. I think they price gouged to the point it pushed people out.
Yeah, where I work out in Tyrone, Georgia.
Damn.
Yeah, them folks.
That's a black town.
Them folks is going. You would think it would be,
It's not.
We
but
gonna say yes for the people that don't know no better.
them folks, like I said, the Waffle House I usually go to, they had a 25% gratuity on my joint because all of the FIFA people are coming over there. So I had to tell him, I live here. Take that shit off. Let me give you what I usually give you, but I ain't give you no 25%.
Because Europeans don't tip.
Yeah, they right. They don't tip, and that's one of the biggest things. So a lot of
I don't tip
restaurants,
either. Fuck this
most of the restaurants is put on that gratuity anyway, but the ones on the outside haven't done that as much. But yeah, you don't tip. You don't tip.
No takeout.
Remember, I had a club. You know what I mean? So
I tip when I get service. You ain't getting no tip on no takeout.
no,
If
I
go
agree with
pick
that.
my shit up, you
Yeah,
ask me for a tip.
Yeah, I don't
You
like.
ain't getting shit.
I don't like that. I don't like how they do that now. Try to Yeah, I
Even
don't.
the motherfucking gas station want a tip.
Yeah, if you use a card, they want a tip.
man.
They put that thing up there, and I
I give him cash.
yeah. What you do? Just put it in the bag, gave it to me. But I tip for service, and I appreciate good service.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. There's
what
cigar
she
lounges, bro. I walked up to the bar and asked for a beer. And all she did was take the top off. I looked at the tab and I was, I always get, you took the top off, I give you $1. So you did, you took the top off. But shit was like 15%. I was like, all you did was take the top off.
These motherfuckers crazy.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
That's a lot of our business.
yeah, but I'm sorry that you behind the bar.
$35
You know,
for 2
maybe you should be a waitress.
lamb
But,
chops.
huh?
Talking about different things that hurts our business. You get $35 and get 2 lamb chops. They're about this big.
And
Yeah, if you order me.
I was going to get into that
I'll ask that
tonight
question.
because we talked about that, in regards to doing things ourselves and building our own communities. Do we actually build any restaurants that just for us?
Harold's Ice Bar.
But it ain't just for us. You go in there. You'll see.
I've been in there.
But we ain't gonna keep going because we'll keep going, and I'm actually planning on getting to sleep at a regular time tonight. So we're gonna. Plus we got a work call. Mike got Ascop got to go to work. He's doing some big things in life right now. Sometimes they have these overnight things.
We don't support like that anyway.
So that part right there. So yeah, man, great show. Glad both of y'all was here because I wanted to see y'all. I wish
Farrakhan Jr.
wish y'all you'd have
yeah.
been here last week so we'd talked about American black American. But we ain't gonna talk about that. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo,
And that's a cup.
and we out. You dig?
Peace.
Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.